Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Doyle Field.
From historic Doyle Field in Leominster, Massachusetts, we welcome you to the Week 9 edition of Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. A very good evening, everyone. Todd Robbins alongside Bill Thomas and Kate Meyer, and we are set for action. A matchup of the second and third seeded Leominster High School Blue Devils and St. John's Pioneers, respectively. It's been a week in the making, a week to bring all of them back for another matchup of these two teams. We'll call it the Back to the Future, a giant leap backwards and do it all over again. And I know if you're wearing blue and white tonight, you want to see the exact same thing again. We are set for kickoff. As Bill Thomas mentioned, Pioneers won the toss. They elected to receive, and I think that emphasizes who wants to start first fast, Bill Thomas.
Absolutely. You got to get off on the right foot. You want the ball, and you want to put points on the board. And this kickoff is brought to you by Troy Hebert Construction. For a quarter century, a name you can trust for new construction, renovations, and repairs. Call 508-328-7484 or visit Troy Hebert on the web at troyhebertconstruction.com. Now, with the call of the game, the voice of the Blue Devils, Todd Robbins.
All right, Bill Thomas, thank you so much. Ball on the tee, 40-yard line to our right. Christian Lewis has the ball teed up to the near side, and the kick hits one of the up men, sliding down on top of it. Matt Price looks like he's there at the 50-yard line, and Leominster has the football. The opening kickoff by Christian Lewis, driven into one of the up men, bounced back a good 2 or 3 yards, and Matt Price gets to the bottom of it, and it's Leominster football to open the football game.
You know, we saw Christian doing that similar type of kickoff all last week, just driving the ball on the ground, trying to avoid any big runbacks, and really paid off for the Blue Devils there.
Huge special teams conversion. Coach Palazzi's been looking for something out of special teams throughout the year, particularly the kickoff squad, and he got it in the opening kickoff of the first playoff game.
We talked about turnovers. First play can't come any quicker than that.
Confusion on the field. Kyle Jackson came over to the near side to speak with Coach Palazzi and now takes the line. First down and 10 for the Blue Devils at midfield. Empty set backfield. Gray under center, the snap. Pitched on the end around into the hands of Kyle Jackson, who turns the right corner of the formation, crosses the 50-yard line, moves the ball 1 yard to the St. John's 49, and it's second down and 9 for Leominster.
Something a little different there, putting Kyle Jackson in motion, using him as the pitch guy. Little wrinkle there, but I don't think we'll see too many wrinkles. I expect the Blue Devils to do what they do best, which is move the ball smartly down the field, using Dandini from his fullback position and Kalina from his tailback, and look for those split wideouts. We saw how accurate Noah Gray was last week. I'm sure he'll be looking for him.
And
that long one.
The big question will be, Bill Thomas, as the Blue Devils come out, second down and 9, shotgun formation, trips to the left. Here's the snap. They fake the handoff to Colina. It was a last-minute decision on the option. Gray kept it himself, went straight up the center of the formation to the 45-yard line. Gain of 4. It'll be third down and 5, and that was probably the absolute last possible moment on an option. You as a quarterback can decide to keep it instead of handing it off.
Yeah, Noah kind of trying to see where the defense was headed. Thought he saw an opening in the middle, hiding the ball as long as possible. Picked up about 3 yards, going to bring up third and a long 5.
What I was trying to add to the conversation before that play began, it'll be interesting to see. Blue Devils converted a number of deep passes down the field last week. It'll be interesting to see now if the Pioneers defend that. Does Leominster go with a run game to try to make the defense play a little more honestly and put more guys in the box? Third and 5 out of the gun, trips to the left, the snap, Gray back to pass, completes the pass out to the left, in the flats for Angel Began. who crosses the 43-yard line and stumbles his way to the 40. Gain of 5 on the play, and it's a Blue Devil first down, matriculating the ball down the field.
Good job by Began there. Yards after catch. Yak, very important right there with that short game. You know, and you speculated, Todd, are they going to change up? Maybe not look deep because hopefully the Pioneers are looking to protect that deep ball. We saw a number of deep balls last week. That's just going to open up those wide receiver screens, those slants, and those curls. But it's really up to the receiver to get those yards after catch to make those plays work.
1st and 10 for the Blue Devils at the Pioneer 40-yard line. Right to left goes the march for the Blue Devils here in quarter number 1. About 3 minutes into quarter number 1. Under center, it's Gray. Got a bunch formation set up off the left side. Gray under center. Shifts a man in motion. It was Jackson, and now a timeout, a 30-second timeout, taken by Leominster High School head coach Dave Palazzi on the near side.
Strange-looking offensive set here with that bunch on the left side of the offense here. It almost looked like a wing formation with an overload of blockers there, and I wonder if they were looking for some misdirection to try to get St. John's to overemphasize the number of players on that side of the field. We won't know now, but very interesting formation. One I don't think we've seen at least not more than once or twice so far this season.
Checking the time and temperature coming after this play. Here's a 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils from the 40-yard line. Gray making some changes at the line. Shifts to a pistol formation with the 2 backs in the backfield split. Gray the snap on 1st down. Passes swatted away as he looked out to the left and into the backfield came Brian Abbasi, the monster off the left side of the formation. Came in along the right side of the line and swatted it away to Kembe Mutombo style. Not in my house.
Yeah, you know, we talked about him hands up, playing great defense, and he's not the only big boy they have on the line. They got some beef up front, but he definitely dominates the landscape there. When he gets his hands up, it's a tall order for Noah Gray to get that pass over.
Pass ruled incomplete. 2nd down and 10. 40-yard line at left hash. Blue Devils continue the right-to-left march in the home Royal Blues, tops and bottoms. White helmets with a Royal Blue stripe up the center, white trim all over those Royal Blue uniforms. Here's the snap on 2nd and 10. Roll out for Gray to the right and throw. Sliding attempt made and incomplete. The intended receiver was Kyle Jackson, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10.
Looks like the pass was thrown a little bit behind Kyle there. Tried to slide back to it, but unable to corral it. It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
8:35 to play here in quarter number 1. No score, Leominster and St. John's. Blue Devils on the opening kickoff of the game that was going to the Pioneers, hitting up men and recover what ends up being an onside kick, and the Blue Devils do recover that, start with the football here, and they'll have the opportunity to start with the football in both halves of the football game. Question here in the opening minutes, can they get some points? 3rd down and 10 from the 40-yard line of the Pioneers. Pistol formation, Colina and Dandini in the backfield, and Gray snaps the football. Straight out rush, screen pass thrown back at the line, complete for Dandini. Got some room and a 1st down across the 30, 25, and dragged down at the 20-yard line. Gain of 21 on the play. Nice throwback screen at the line for Dandini, and he moves the football up for Leominster 1st down on a gain of 21, and whistles will kill the play as there's a Pioneer down in the middle of the field around the 28-yard line.
And that play was set up perfectly. The offensive lineman held the blocks just enough for the defensive lineman to think they had a rush on, and Noah did a good job. That center screen to Dandini. He did the rest. Yards after catch, once again, turns that into a big play.
Eddie Cudahy trying to run the water out onto the field. Cudahy in that emergency capacity tonight, not playing his typical right tackle spot. McBrien Nungchu was the player down on the field, and he kind of hops, skips, and jumps his way off the field.
Looks like a right leg, lower leg injury, possibly ankle. But very important part of the offense, so we'll have to see if he's hampered here going forward when Pioneers come out on offense.
Result of the play, a 1st down and 10 for the Blue Devils at the 19-yard line of the Pioneers at left hash. Right to left continues the march. 8 minutes to play here in quarter 1. First drive of the football game. I formation with Dandini, then Colina. Pair of receivers at the open side right. Snap. Nice cut block by Dandini as Gray rolls out to the right. Tucks, he's going to run. Cuts the football back in. A flag down just as Gray made that cut across the 15-yard line. We'll see what results.
It's in an area where it looks like it could be a block in the back.
Yeah,
over
or
there.
a lead hold there right in front of Gray. We'll see the official coming in from the far sideline.
Blue Devils are walking backwards.
Block in the back signaled against the Blue Devils. It'll be 1st and 20. We'll mark the football back to the 20-yard line.
That was it's a point of foul.
Yes, that is
so
correct.
It's just going to be first and a long 10.
Yeah,
so,
make it 11.
That play, that infraction happened right at the end of that play near where the first down marker was where he's going to gain first down.
Yeah, great pickup, Billy. And then
Fortunate
you're right.
not to make it first and 20, but that block was downfield quite a ways.
That is correct. Nice pickup there. On now 1st and 11, back at the 20-yard line at right hash. Pistol formation with Colina behind Dandini and Gray. A receiver to either side of the formation. Jackson at the wide side left. Angel Began at the short side right. Gray scans the line, and now the snap. Play action fake, looks to the left and throws, complete to the wide side of the field, and Kyle Jackson dragged down around the 14-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5 at the 14-yard line.
Noah Gray had to throw that ball a long way just to gain 6 yards, but good job by Jackson. Fight for a couple extra yards there, turn that into a good positive 6-yard gain on first down.
2nd down and 5 to go from the Pioneer 14-yard line. Right to left continues the Blue Devil march. An I formation, 2 receivers at the short side left of the formation now. Colina dots the I, and Gray under center the snap. Gave it to Dandini, first man through the hole. Hurdles the defender, he's at the goal line and in. It's a Blue Devil touchdown. A 14-yard, untouched touchdown run by Anthony Dandini, who hurdles the defender right at the 2-yard line to plunge it in.
Well, as Dandini an athlete, we saw him do a play similar to that last week where he hurled a player in the middle to gain some good yards, and he's a prototype. I'd take 11 of him. Oh, give me 9 of him plus a Noah Gray and a Colina, but he is just a playmaker.
Yes, he is. Christian Lewis on to attempt the extra point. Mateo Chacon will hold. Dylan Nato the snap. Snap ball down, and Lewis hurried and is pushed it off to the left. So as the teams come back up the field, 6:40 to play here in the first quarter with the score. Leominster 6 and St. John's nothing. More to come. You're listening to Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Bonus coverage for our viewers joining us on Leominster TV tonight. Todd Robbins, Bill Thomas, Kate Meyer, Bradley Bedard, our award-winning executive producer with replay coverage tonight, and many questions out there online. Did the MIAA have something to do with this tape-delayed broadcast? And the answer is no. Staffing for tonight's game, not where we needed it for a live broadcast, so our award-winning executive producer, Bradley Bedard, is here, and it will be tape delay and available throughout the week in this playoff action. And we welcome you back to historic Doyle Field on the K-Zone. Todd Robbins, Bill Thomas, Kate Meyer. 6:40 to play here in quarter one. Leominster with the 6-0 lead and the ball back on the tee. 40-yard line at our radio right. Christian Lewis marks off the distance. Right to left will go the kick on his approach. And we'll see what develops.
You know, some quick kudos to the offensive line of the Blue Devils. Nadu at center, McDonald and Clark at the guards. A good job opening up a hole in that Dandini touchdown.
Lewis with a high arcing kick rolled right down the seam to about the numbers. Sam Goodhue makes the play, and now he's got some room, and he's run by everybody. Goodbye, Sam Goodhue. 2 special teams plays to open up, and it's a touchdown for the Pioneers on a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Wow. That didn't take long. Looked like he was stopped here at about the 30, 35-yard line. Kept bouncing off defenders, and nobody wrapped him up. Couldn't take him down to the ground, and suddenly we're all knotted up at 6.
Sam Goodhue with an 88-yard kickoff return for a touchdown on the squibber that went down the numbers at the left side. And we're knotted at 6. 6:26 to play here in the first quarter. Extra point potentially coming up. John Buckley marks off the distance, the right-footed kicker. Snap ball down. Buckley puts it all into it, and it's through. And the teams come back up the field. 6:26 to play in the first quarter in the score. St. John's 7 and Leominster 6. More to come. You're listening to Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Wow, we are right back into bonus coverage on Leominster TV. Todd Robbins, Bill Thomas, Kate Meyer, and special teams is going to make the difference in this football game tonight. If we didn't say it pregame, we said it now.
Well, special teams giveth and they take it awayeth. And we saw both sides of it right there in the first 4.5 minutes of the game. The special teams kickoff team got himself a fumble recovery, and then they gave up a touchdown.
Back to historic Doyle Field on the K-Zone. Todd Robbins, Bill Thomas, Kate Meyer. Replay coverage also joining us, Leominster TV, Bradley Bedard on the camera tonight, bringing you replay coverage of this playoff matchup. Nick Barton, ball in the tee, 40-yard line to our left. First time the Blue Devils will receive a conventional kickoff tonight. 7-6 St. John's, 6:26 to play here in the first quarter. Ball rolls up the field. Angel Began will field it around the 25-yard line. Coming back to the left side, crosses the 35. Flag down on the play. This one's going to go against Danny Trochet. It's going to be probably for a block in the back, it looks like, as the Blue Devil sideline pleads now that it's going to be a hold. But they plead that he had released, but the officials disagree. So it'll be a 10-yard spot foul from the mark. The mark right now is the 34-yard line. So the Blue Devils will start 1st and 10 at their own 24.
And once that hanky comes out of the pocket, chances are you are not going to get them to change their mind.
Checking the time and temperature. It's brought to you by Il Forno, which in Italian means the oven, and that's where it all happens at Il Forno restaurants of Fitchburg and West Boylston. Wood-fired brick oven is where an assortment of delicious Northern Italian specialties are handcrafted. Every meal made to order. Airport Road in Fitchburg, Route 12 in West Boylston, Il Forno, where the oven rules. 70 degrees and 7:16 on a Friday night, week 9 of the season. Leominster and St. John's, a 2-3 matchup in the semifinals of the Central Sectional Playoffs. On 1st down and 10, the Blue Devils, Gray back to pass, throws complete to Kyle Jackson across the 30 and out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down and 2. Ball at the 33-yard line officially.
Nice solid gain on 1st down. Opens up a lot of options for the multiple set Blue Devil offense.
2nd and 2, an I formation with Dandini and Colina dotting and Gray under center. Gray scan, snap, give it to Dandini. First man through the right side of the A gap, stumbles across the 40-yard line and down at the 41, and it's a Blue Devil 1st down and 10 at their own 41 as they go right to left. Gain of 9 on the play.
Jordan Clark, Antonio Centofani, and friends there, the offensive line, doing a good job opening up holes in the middle.
Blue Devils defense, as you said, Bill Thomas, offense, finding some room in the middle of the Pioneer defense. 5:50 to play here in quarter one. 7-6 St. John's lead. They've done something tonight they failed to do last week, which is lead at any point in the football game. Under center, it's Gray. Single backfield, the snap, sweep pitch for Colina going to the right side of the formation. Crossing the 40, 45, and dragged down around the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4.
Looked like Isaiah Keegan in on the tackle along with Joe DeVerde, I believe.
Officially goes as a gain of 5, 2nd and 5 from the 47-yard line at right hash, as Leominster's march will continue from right to left. Pioneers wearing the road white tops, red bottoms, red numerals front and back with the customary red helmets. Single white stripe up the center of that helmet. 2nd down and 5, an I formation now. Dandini the up man, Colina dotting the I. Kyle Jackson at the open side left of the formation, out as a receiver. Snap, back to pass, screen to the near side, complete across the 45-yard line. Jackson fighting his way to midfield, and he's unceremoniously thrown out of bounds around midfield. Gain of a couple on the play. It'll be 3rd down and short.
Not much running room after the catch there. Play was slow to develop, and Jackson out here with no blockers trying to do it on his own. Picked up a couple. Like you said, Todd, it's going to bring up 3rd and long 3.
Blue Devils 2 of 2 on 3rd down in this early part of the football game. 3rd down, 3 to go. Ball at the Blue Devil 49-yard line. They need the Pioneer 48 for a first. Shotgun formation, trips at the open side right. Kyle Jackson, the single receiver on the short side left. Here's the snap. Gray fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, steps back inside along the hashes, crossing midfield, and is dragged down at the 44-yard line. Gain of 7 and another Blue Devil 1st down.
You know, I got to comment, Todd. One thing that we've really seen an improvement in Noah is that read option, where he's really learned to put it in the breadbasket of the running back and hold it and use that deception and confuse the defense. Very successful here early in the game, getting some good yards off that play.
Gets better and better at it as the weeks go by. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Ball at the Pioneer 43-yard line. Straight back eye, pair of receivers at the open side right, and Gray in the snap. Rolls out to that pair of receivers on the right-hand side. He's going to tuck and run with Colina, the lead blocker. Gray pulled down from behind. That tackle was awfully high around the neck. Dragged down around the 35-yard line. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
Looked like he had him high up on the shoulder pads there around the collar. Official right there, though, must have had a handful of uniform and not got inside the in the neck area.
Officials with a temporary stoppage of play. I believe we had an injury on the right side of the line. Somebody sent off. Eddie Cudahy confidently trots out onto the field. Cudahy will take up that right tackle formation. Didn't start the football game tonight because of an injury. We'll see exactly how well that ankle holds up as he takes his right tackle spot just inside of the right side of the formation with Connor Skinner, the tight end, to his outside right. It's an I formation with Dandini and Colina dotting. Pair of receivers at the open side left. Angel Began, the slot receiver, on the left. 2nd and 3, and back to pass Gray on the snap. Rolling out to the right. Nobody out there with him. Loses 2 yards on the play. Back to about the, looks like the 39-yard line as the rain begins to fall here at historic Doyle Field. It'll be a 3rd down and 4 to go. Blue Devils need to advance the football to the Pioneer 33-yard line for a 1st down. And
we see Cudahy trotting off the field. He's definitely got a hitch in his giddy up there. Ankle's still bothering him. Looks like left ankle heavily taped, and I don't think he's going to be very effective tonight, Todd.
No, certainly held up the right side of the line there, but it certainly seemed as Gray bounced it farther out, he couldn't hang with the play. 3rd and 5. I backfield again. Colina's dotting. 2 receivers in the open side left. Gray's under center, scanning, and the snap. Gray bootlegs out to the left side now. Throws across his body, high and outside and incomplete. Intended receiver was Kyle Jackson, and all over that on the outside looked like Owen Ryan there to defend that one.
Tough spot right there. Looked like Noah might have had some yards. Had a blocker out in front of him there, but chose to try to work the sideline and to no avail. And it looks like Coach Palazzi is going to play field position here, punt the ball away, and put his defense back out there. For
Blue
the
Devils
first time,
offense,
I should add.
Yeah, that's right. Struggling through the air right now. Just 1 of 4 through the air. Majority of our way through the first quarter. 2:47 to play here in quarter 1. Chasing 1, it's 7-6. St. John's currently with the lead. Blue Devils on a 4th and 5. Dandini in a short punt formation. Snapped it to an up man. Keith Jackson's got it. Turns the right corner. He's got 1st down yardage. Cuts back across the 25 and steps out at the 20-yard line. And for the first time this season, Blue Devils run a fake punt with a snap to the up man and Keith Jackson, who bounces it to the outside and scampers for a 1st down.
Great job by his special teams there. Keith Jackson finding an opening. Didn't have much room over there. Running to the short side. A lot of traffic, a lot of bodies to run through, but nice shifty run by Keith Jackson to gain 1st down yardage and more.
Gain of 14 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line at right hash, and a huge 4th down conversion for Keith Jackson. I formation, pair of receivers at the open side left. Here's the snap. Dandini gets the carry. Straight up the middle. Got some room across the defense. Has his legs cut out from underneath him across the 15-yard line. Just enough for a Blue Devil 1st down at the 13.
Nice job by Dandini, and he's got that hurdle move down, worked out to perfection. Hopefully he won't get hurt if he gets caught in the air, because that could turn the other way rather quickly. But using it to his advantage and gaining some good yards, and wouldn't be surprised if we see that a couple more times tonight as the game plays out.
11th play of the drive, 5 1st downs for the Blue Devils thus far in this football game. 1st and 10, an I formation. Colina's the back man. 2 receivers at the open side left. Here's the snap. Screen pass to the near side. Step back for the slot receiver, Began, and it's incomplete. And it was barely a forward pass, ruled incomplete, 2nd and 10.
And my thoughts exactly, Todd. I'm not sure. That wasn't a forward pass by more than a foot or two, if a yard, if that. But ruled incomplete, fortunately, for the Blue Devils, because that ball bounced away from him. And plenty of Pioneers there to take advantage of if that was ruled a lateral.
And the rain comes down, down, down here at historic Doyle Field. 2nd down and 10. Ball at the Pioneer 14-yard line at right hash, and the rain now picking up as we wind down toward 2 minutes to play here in the 1st. The snap, Dandini got the handoff coming from the split end position at the right. Pounds his way into the line. Gains maybe 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 7, and we're at monsoon conditions as the rain has quite opened up. It's like somebody turned on a faucet, and a shower is raining down here at historic Doyle Field right now, and that sends everybody scampering for the rain gear. Wow. And Bill Thomas, that's why you're a professional. Right there, he's got something to cover up the gear. Nice job. 3rd down, 7 to go. Ball at right hash. An I backfield sets up behind Gray with 1:25 to play here in the 1st quarter. 2 receivers at the far open side left. Gray the snap. Rolls out to his left. Throws across his body, looking end zone. It's high and outside, and incomplete. Kyle Jackson, the intended receiver, covered by Owen Ryan on the play.
Yeah, not much happening there. A lot of Pioneers covering that corner of the end zone. 2 receivers and 4 defenders in that same general vicinity. Looks like we're going to come out with the field goal team here, Todd, and we'll have to see if they actually attempt a field goal in these conditions.
And now there's some whistles, and I think Coach John Andrioli wants a timeout to talk to his defense, and here they come. 1:14 to play here in quarter one. 7-6 St. John's lead. The rain pouring down. Blue Devils facing a 4th down and 7. Ball mark at the 10-yard line. So it would be about a 20-yard field goal, 25-odd-yard field goal by the time they snap the ball and put it down in Chacon's hand.
Well, I will say I did see Christian Lewis practicing field goals from about this distance during pregame warm-up. So it's not something that is foreign to him to try a kick from here. This is definitely within his range. And I'm sure he'd like nothing better to make up for that missed extra point off the first touchdown.
The spot will be hashed to the right. Officially going to be a 27-yard attempt. Chacon will hold. Dylan Nato does the snapping. And Christian Lewis marks off the distance. A 27-yard field goal attempt. It will go from right to left, from right hash. Good snap from Nato. Chacon gets it down. Lewis puts a foot into it, and it is good! And as the teams come back up the field, 1:08 to play here in quarter number 1. Leominster 9 and St. John 7. More to come. You're listening to Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Bonus coverage for our viewers on Leominster TV, and a 27-yard field goal for Christian Lewis certainly makes up for the missed extra point, Bill Thomas.
And I saw him working on 25 to 30 yarders, and let's add one more yard onto that, Todd. I think officially we'll give him 28, but great kick, and that would have been good from 40. Christian's really perfected his place kicking duties, and it's nice to see the Blue Devils have that extra weapon in their arsenal, something we haven't seen up until last year when Christian burst upon the scene and gave him that extra element. And we know that the Blue Devils are already working on another kicker.
Back to historic Doyle Field on the K-Zone. Todd Robbins with Bill Thomas and Kate Meyer.
Nice extra element there with that field goal weapon. You don't see a lot of field goals at the high school level. And I think that kick would have been good from 40, Todd.
Bill wants to give him every yard. 28 yards, we'll call it, from our broadcast position. 9-7, Leominster's lead. And the kick right up the numbers again. Sam Goodhue fields the ground ball. Got some room on the right sideline again in the block. Crosses the 35-40 and dragged down at the 45-yard line. Sam Goodhue getting a good full head of steam. And usually when you go with that squib kick, you're trying to kick away from somebody. But at this point, it looks like they're trying to kick directly at Sam Goodhue. He already made you pay once.
Well, I know they're trying to cut the field off and make it a small field, but you see who was in on that tackle? Christian Lewis. You know, we saw him take down the ball carrier one-on-one to save the touchdown 2 or 3 weeks ago. He came up with a sore back, but he stuck his head right in there and stopped that run back at the 44-yard line.
Clock stopped on the change of possession. 1:01 to play here in the first quarter. 9-7. The Blue Devil lead. Pioneers have their first offensive drive of the night. It will go left to right. Cassidy on the field in an empty set diamond formation to the right side, and he throws away from that diamond on first down. Pass complete to the receiver out all by himself on the wide side left of the formation. Looked like 23 out there. Make it 13, Nick Pilata.
And Connor Skinner out there, although there was blockers out there, Connor Skinner doing a great job fighting his way through the blockers, take him down for a short gain.
And here comes that machine gun offense. It's gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Gun again, throw to the diamond this time. Pass is complete to the near side. And in the hands of number 20 on the catch there, Josh Shrestha. Shrestha, of course, came to light last week, had a number of key contributions. There's a gain of 12, and it's 1st and 10 Pioneers. Ball at the Blue Devil 39 as they go from left to right.
Not wasting any time moving the ball downfield. Matt Price just missed getting his hands on that ball and tipping it up in the air, possibly leading to something bigger and better, but didn't quite get it.
Cassidy in an empty set, 4 receivers. The snap on first down. Finds some room, tiptoes through the line. Got some room crossing the 35-30 and dragged down at the Blue Devil 29-yard line. They actually mark him down at the 30. It'll put him about a half a yard shy of a first.
Trying to see who's in that tackle. It was either Angel Began or we'll give Christopher Jackson some credit there in the middle.
And that is 000's first quarter of play in the books and a chance to take a deep breath. Leominster 9, St. John 7 through 1 quarter. Teams change ends. Second quarter action when we come back. You're listening to Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Bonus coverage for our viewers on Leominster TV. Todd Robbins with Bill Thomas and Kate Meyer. And Bill, as we look at 1 quarter of play, teams changing ends, not the same football game that we saw with 21 points for the Blue Devils in the first quarter last week, but a 9-7 lead, still a good thing. A Christian Lewis 28-yard field goal, the difference in the football game right now.
Yeah, you know, and the way this game's playing out early, Todd, a lot of emphasis on special teams. We saw that fake punt for a first down, ultimately led to those 3 points. But I think in a close ball game, that's really what makes a difference. Extra points, 2-point conversions, and field goals. Teams will be swapping ends.
As we welcome you back on the K-Zone, Todd Robbins, Bill Thomas, Kate Meyer started the second quarter. Pioneers going right to left on 2nd down and 1. Snap out of the shotgun formation. Cassidy drop back to pass. No room, so he tucks it straight forward himself on a long draw play. Takes it straight up the right side, crosses the 25 and down at the 24 for a Pioneer first down.
A lot of open ground there in the middle of the field. All the Blue Devils defenders had chased the receivers down the field. Plenty of room to pick up that first.
1st and 10, and Cassidy the snap. Faked the handoff, kept it himself, bounced it to the outside, carries it forward to about the 20-yard line. Gain of 5, 2nd down and 5.
Matt Price with a handful of jersey there did a good job to swing him to the turf. He was the only one in the area, and that was going to go for a big gain if Price doesn't make that tackle.
Spot just inside the left hash at the Blue Devil 20-yard line. Shotgun, empty set. 5 receivers in the formation, trips at the open side right. Here's the snap. Cassidy back to pass, looking for somebody. Looks back corner of the end zone. Catch is made, now dropped, incomplete. A nice job by the Blue Devils defense. The intended receiver down there looked like Steve Biseglia downfield.
I believe it was 40. I'm trying to see if he'll turn this way. I think it was 40.
Is it 40? I had 10.
It was 40, Todd.
40.
Yeah.
Kamal Saunders. Was
yep.
the intended receiver. And long and incomplete. Nice job by the Blue Devils defenders. Noah Gray was there. Angel Colina as well. Kind of forced his progress out of the back of the end zone.
We see Noah Gray in on more of the defensive plays, filling in for injured players.
He's got slot coverage this side on Saunders again to the left side of the formation. 3rd and 5, the snap. Slant pass complete from the right side of the formation. Colina on the coverage there.
Another big first down for the Pioneers.
And Sam Goodhue with the catch and carry for the first down.
It looks like 1st and goal.
Yes, it will be. 1st and goal. And the mark, the 9-yard line. Pioneers moving quickly. Empty set. The snap for Cassidy. Plunges it into the pack. Gains 1, maybe 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal from the 8.
Not that time. Good job by Wanaquindo, jamming up that middle, pushing his offensive lineman that was trying to block him right back into Cassidy. Taken down for no gain.
No gain. 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. 3 receivers set. The snap, Cassidy keeps it. Slants himself off the left side of the formation as he angles away from the blocking. Moves the ball up to about the 5. A gain of 6 on the play. Call it 3rd down. 3rd and goal to go from the 3-yard line.
Continue to run that quarterback draw basically off the direct snap out of the shotgun.
Here it is again. The snap. Cassidy plunging to the line. Cassidy's in. It's a Pioneer touchdown. With 9:09 to play here in the second quarter, we've got a shootout. St. John's is back on top, 13-9.
Good job by St. John's, not favoring one side or the other, working both sides of their offensive line, getting good push and positive yards. First downs leads them right down to the Blue Devil end zone.
Cassidy still on the field, strolling around. They're setting up to go for 2 here, up 13-9. Here's the snap. Cassidy's back to pass. An extra blocker was with him. Pass going away from him is long and incomplete. The intended receiver was McBrien Nongchu. Teams coming back upfield. 9:09 to play second quarter. 13-9. That's St. John's lead. We've got more to come. You're listening to Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Bonus coverage for our viewers on Leominster TV. Todd Robbins with Bill Thomas, Kate Meyer, and more as we continue here from historic Doyle Field. Bill Thomas, and I will tell you, we expected a shootout tonight. We're getting it right now here through the early part of the second quarter.
Fast-paced, up and down. Not surprising that the Pioneers would go for two there with a 4-point lead. That point, at this point of the game, looks immaterial. Of course, every point is important as the game plays out. We'll have to see if leaving points on the field by passing up the kick is going to make a difference.
And we're back to historic Doyle Field. Todd Robbins with Bill Thomas and Kate Meyer. Nick Barton's got the ball on the T, 40-yard line to our right. He'll kick off from right to left. Puts a boot into it. Line drive right up the center of the field. Fielded on the one hop by Danny Trochet. Trochet will bounce it along the left side, angling toward left sideline. Got it as he turns the corner at the 40-45. Flag down, looks like right around the 35-yard line, maybe the 36. It's going to be another illegal block. This one will come back. Blue Devils will have 1st and 10 from about the 25.
Looked like another unnecessary block in the back. Trochet doing a good job there, getting some positive yards up the far sideline, all for naught.
And that's the signal, block in the back against the Blue Devils. 10-yard penalty from the spot, and it'll be 1st and 10 Leominster. Right about the 25-yard line at left hash. Leominster going left to right here in quarter two. 9 minutes to play here in quarter two. 13-9 is St. John's lead, and the Blue Devils with the football.
Eddie Cuddy, he's still over here on the sidelines. Doesn't look like he's going to see much game action tonight, Todd.
Gray with Colina. 3 receivers in the formation, 2 of them at the open side right, and here's the snap. Puts it in the hands of Colina. Got a block. Finds some room. Works his way to the outside across the 30. Runs into a defender and is thrown out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Coverage on the play there by Joe DeVerti.
And we know who Joe is. Big hitter, and he's not afraid to make his presence known. Put that big hit on Alan Link last week. Good football hit, but big hit nonetheless. And, we're happy to see Alan back, just going through some concussion protocols, but didn't look pretty when it happened. And a hush came over the stadium, but glad to see Alan bounce back.
Yes, indeed. And it'll be a 2nd down play for the Blue Devils. 2nd down at about a yard. Ball marked the 34-yard line. Left to right goes their march. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 2 on the short side right. Here's the snap. Flag down, whistles kill the play. It's going to be procedure against the Blue Devils. Coach Palazzi not happy, as it's likely on Kyle Jackson, who was the outside receiver to the right side, flinched right in front of the official.
There's no reason for him to be flinching. All he's got to do is look for the snap. He doesn't have to beat anybody off the ball. He just has to make his moves. But costly mistake there, and it goes from a 2nd and short to a 2nd and about a long 5.
Yeah, well, we'll call it maybe even 6. The ball is back across the 30 at the 29-yard line. Blue Devils need to advance it to the 35 for a 1st down. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers out. 2 on the short side right. Single receiver is Angel Began at the wide side left. Gray scans the line, snaps. Back to pass. Got a comeback possibility. Ball is swatted. Nobody moves for it but McBrien Nungchu, who made the diving attempt at it. And it looked like Kyle Jackson just gave up on the play in frustration. Can't be doing that. You got to make sure you break it up and knock it down.
Yeah, once that ball's in the air, you can block people out of the way. There's no pass interference or anything like that. It's kind of becomes a free-for-all. But, it looked like the Blue Devils stopped, and a free ball for the Pioneers. Fortunately, it fell into an open spot in the field.
Connor Skinner out. Keith Jackson back into the formation on this 3rd down, 3rd and 6 to go. Ball at the 29-yard line. Blue Devils need their own 35 for a 1st. Spot at right hash. 8:01 to play, second quarter. 13-9 is St. John's lead. Here's a gun. 4 receivers in the formation. 2 on either side. The snap, and Gray's back to pass. Got a block. Throws to the near side right. Pass complete across the 35 and out of bounds about the 37-yard line. Gain of 8, and it's a Blue Devil 1st down.
Good job by Kyle Jackson. They knew right where he had to go. Gained about 3 extra yards before he turned to receive that pass right on the money from Noah Gray.
7:55 to play here in quarter two. 13-9, St. John's lead.
Blue Devils moving the sticks. That penalty did not become costly, but, the coach talked about no penalties, and we've seen a couple on special teams, and we know how that drives Coach Palazzi crazy.
Here's a 1st and 10 from the 43 at right hash. Offset I formation. Colina's the back man. Dandini's offset to the left. Here's the snap and the handoff for Colina. Takes it to the right side with a lead block from Connor Skinner pulling around. And he gets hit and taken down about the 37-yard line. Gain maybe a half a yard on the play. 2nd and a short 10.
Brian
9.
Brian Abosi filling that hole, and he really fills it when he gets there. And no getting away for Cleaner on that one.
He's a big boy.
Helped out by his line mate, Flynn McGilvery.
And they've got Abosi playing right about the center of the line. Just off that maybe nose tackle spot. Call him a defensive tackle, center of the defense there, playing off to the right side of the formation of the Blue Devils line. Here's a snap, back to pass. Gray's got some time on 2nd down. Pass complete for Angel Began at the 45. Re-angles and crosses midfield, down at the 47-yard line of the Pioneers. Another Blue Devil 1st down on a gain of 15.
You know, and we talked about how that long passing game from last week might open up those short curls and out routes, and that looks like the avenue that the Blue Devils offense and Coach Palazzi's taking here. Run the defender off and curl in, wait for the ball, and just move the sticks.
Under 7 minutes to play here in the 2nd quarter. Ball just inside the left hash at the Pioneer 47-yard line. Leominster march continues from left to right. Pistol formation. Colina's in the backfield. Dandini a split end at the left and receive it either side. And Coach Palazzi says, timeout. He wants to talk to his quarterback, Noah Gray. He'll take a 30-second timeout. 6:40 to play here in the 2nd quarter. Time now for our hard-working player spotlight, and it's brought to you by Workers Credit Union, home of the $3 million give-back program. The more you bank, the more you get back. Check them out on the web at WCU.com. Workers Credit Union, doing what's right for you. Bill Thomas, our Workers Credit Union hard-working player spotlight. What are you seeing tonight?
I see AD all over the field. Spectacular touchdown run, a couple of screen passes, helping pick up 1st downs. His usual great job at middle linebacker, Anthony Dandini. He's the player that's making a difference so far in this game on the Blue Devil side of the ball.
Out of the Blue Devil timeout, 1st down and 10 to go. Ball at the 47-yard line. Began shifted off the line, the receiver to the open side right. Pistol formation for Gray on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Gray, double move, looking to the right, slips a tackle by Abassi. Rolling out to the left, going to turn left corner, crosses midfield, Pioneer 45, and out of bounds around the, looks like the 43-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play. Call it 2nd down and 6.
Talk about taking a lemon and turning it into lemonade. Looking at about a 6 to 8 yard sack there, but Noah Gray, nice job ducking under that tackle. Turns it into about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, they did give him 5 yards on the play. 2nd down and 5. Blue Devils need to advance the ball to the Pioneer 38-yard line, make it the 37-yard line for a 1st down. Now at left hash and continuing their move from left to right. 2nd down and 5. Gray's going to go up under center with a single back straight back behind him in Colina. Dandini is offset. Skinner split end to the right. Snap, they set up his lead blocks. Flags down on the play as Colina steps up into the hole and is taken down around the 41-yard line. And Coach Dave Palazzi's not happy, having a back and forth with the official on the field, and holding is the call against the Blue Devils. It'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot.
Unfortunate that that's going to cost them some yards there, but I'm not sure where that hold came from. Looking at the tight ends maybe there, and or a pulling lineman, but saw something that they didn't like. That flag came out quick,
Yes,
too.
it did. Sorry to cut you off there, Billy. 6:20 to play here in the 2nd quarter. This, when enforced, will be the 45th set of penalty yards. Blue Devils 45 yards in penalties here in the 1st half of action, and certainly not something they've had. It was something that plagued them early in the season, not something they've had a problem with here in the recent weeks. After the penalty's enforced, it'll be 2nd down and about 15. Ball back to the Blue Devil 48-yard line as they go left to right. 3 receivers set in the formation, 2 at the open side right. Gray scans the line on 2nd and 15. Here's the snap, back to pass. Gray's got some time. Looking for room, steps up, and now will cross the 45. Midfield right sideline, gets a crackback block from Jackson. Cross the 40-35, and angled out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Noah Gray waited for the play to develop, gained 20, and he's got a Blue Devil 1st down.
And that was a nice piece of scrambling and running to the open field there, but nice blocks too as receivers turned it into blockers and sprung them over here on the sideline. Coach Palazzi not happy about something all over the official here, and I think he was looking for some extra yards at the end of that run, but nonetheless, first down for the Blue Devils.
And a back and forth developing. Remember, these playoff crews as assigned by the MIAA. First down and 10 to go, an I formation. Colina dots, Dandini the up man, Gray under center. Here's the snap. Dandini gets the call, first man through the hole. Drives his way to the 30-yard line where he's dragged down. Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7.
Tough 3 yards there by Dandini, but very rarely does he get stopped for no gain. Even when he gets hit at the line of scrimmage, finds a way to turn that into a positive play.
5.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 13-9, the Pioneers lead, and the Blue Devils with a long drive setting up here. It's taking up a good chunk of this second quarter. Time of possession tonight certainly going to be ruled by the Blue Devils offense, and only 9 points to show for it thus far. 2nd and 7. And now a timeout from the near side. Coach Palazzi said, come on over. Eddie Cudahy, by the way, was back on the field at right tackle. And now he'll bring everyone over to the sideline. 5:14 to play second quarter. 13-9 is St. John's lead. Good opportunity to remind you that you can round out your week in high school athletics Sundays on the K-Zone, right here on AM 1280 and 105.3 FM. The Scholastic Sports Zone with Howie Kahn and our own Bill Thomas. 11 a.m. till noon, they've got all the big names in Central Massachusetts high school sports, headlined by their athlete and coach of the week in studio every Sunday. That's the Scholastic Sports Zone back home in the K-Zone. WPKZ, AM 1280 and 105.3 FM.
Hoping for a special surprise guest this week. Still working on the lineup. We'll see how things work out.
Coming out of the Blue Devil timeout, it'll be 2nd down, 7 to go. They'll need to advance the football to about the 24-yard line, 23.5-yard line of the Pioneers for a first down. 5:14 to play here in the second quarter. 13-9, the Pioneers lead right now. Coach Palazzi taking every moment he can down on the field, trying to make sure everyone's hydrating. Again, an unusually warm night. 70 degrees at our first check of the time and temperature here in November. November the 6th. Go figure.
Trying to see the temperature's holding too, Todd. Still 70 as we get later into the evening.
2nd down, 7 to go out of the timeout, the snap. Gray back to pass. Looks up the right side of the field. Kyle Jackson's there. He makes the catch, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. A 30-yard pitch and catch. Noah Gray with the strike to Kyle Jackson. And Leominster's back on top.
I got to tell you, shades of what we saw last week. Long pass in stride, dropped perfectly over the defender where only Kyle Jackson can catch it. Great job, great pitch and catch.
5:06 to play here in the second quarter. 15-13. Leominster finds themselves back on top. Christian Lewis marks off the distance. Mateo Chacon will hold, and Dylan Nato with the snap. Good snap from Nato. Chacon gets it down. Christian Lewis avoids the block attempt. Kick is up and no good, but there is a flag down on the play.
Have to see what we got.
Offsides is the signal. The initial signal, by the way, was that the extra point was good. The referee said the extra point was good. The two officials that were underneath the uprights said it was no good. And Coach Palazzi said, well, hey, we'll take it. You want to just call it good? We'll deal with that.
Just give it to us.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. And so now they'll take the enforcement, and it looks like Coach Palazzi, instead of going for the extra point, with that 1 yard improvement, is going to go for 2 here.
Might decide to change the scoring up.
They march him back out onto the field.
This has got Anthony Dandini written all over it.
Certainly does.
Here. We'll have to see if he comes through, if they even give him the ball. 1 or 2 choices here. I think we're looking at Dandini or Noah on a keeper.
So offsides was the official call against the Pioneers. The extra point was originally no good, and the Blue Devils will go for 2. Right now with a 15-13 lead. Offense back on the field. Gray's going to go under center in an I. Dandini and Colina dotting. Kyle Jackson's the receiver to the near side. Angel Began at the open side left. Gray under center the snap. They gave it to Dandini. Plows it off the left side, and he's in. 2-point conversion is good. Teams come back up the field. 5:06 to play in the second quarter with the score. Leominster 17 and St. John's 13. More to come. You're listening to Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Bonus coverage for our viewers on Leominster TV tonight. Todd Robbins with Bill Thomas, Kate Meyer, and a cast of characters as we always seem to have here at Doyle Field. And Bill Thomas, Blue Devils not only plow it in, but they take advantage of a penalty that finally breaks their way, and they turn that from a extra point that's no good into a 2-point conversion that is good.
Yeah, and Dandini, the man, speculated that might be the call with only 1 yard to gain. I think that was the first penalty on the Pioneers, but it was a costly one.
And we're back to historic Doyle Field here on the K-Zone. Todd Robbins with Bill Thomas and Kate Meyer, and happy to have you along with us. 5:06 to play here in the second quarter. The score, Leominster 17 and St. John's 13 on a shootout here at historic Doyle Field. Rain, by the way, has tapered off. Maybe a little moist still out in the air, but at least seemingly the hard driving rain has stopped. And it has made for a slightly cooler night, but not much. As Bill Thomas said moments ago, 70 degrees, that temperature still holding here at Doyle Field, and the rain appears to have moved its way by.
Moved out of the area.
Christian Lewis, ball on the tee, 40-yard line at the left. Takes a hard, high bounce, and it will be returned off the 40-yard line. That's Michael Bernard with the return from the 35, crossing the 40 and angled out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Bernard did not like the tackle over on the near side, but a nice advance, and the Pioneers have good field position. They'll have first down and 10 from their own 45-yard line as they go right to left with 4:58 to play here in the second quarter, chasing for a 17-13 Leominster lead.
Good strong tackle there, and I don't think the ball carrier should expect anything less. It's basically what these two teams are doing. They're just slugging it out right now.
Cassidy with split backs in the backfield on first down and 10 at their own 45. They send Nongchu in motion from the backfield, and the snap. Handoff goes to the first man through, and that looked like it may have been and was Michael Bernard again on the carry across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. Gain of 2, second down and 8.
See the Pioneers kind of doing what that sugar huddle, just trying to keep everybody on the field, keep the Blue Devils on their toes, not allowing them to substitute.
Give them 3, second and 7. Cassidy's back to pass. Got some room, throws underneath. Pass is complete on the near side as he continues to cross the 40 and is out of bounds there. Looks like on the catch there, 22 on the play. Cam Lucy makes the comeback catch. Big gain on the play, a gain of 18. And it's a Pioneer first down at the Blue Devil 33-yard line.
Cassidy with all day waiting for Lucy to come free over the middle there, and Dandini chasing him and just couldn't keep up.
First and 10, empty backfield. Cassidy with 5 receivers. Double fake, throw, slant, incomplete. Hit Lucy right between the 2-2 on the chest, but it hit the turf incomplete, and it'll bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, I hit him in the wrong spot. Right between the numbers and the hands. Actually, that's probably the worst spot, especially if you let it get through your hands. Bounces off your chest, falls to the turf.
And it brings up a second down and 10. Ball at the 33 of the Blue Devils. Pioneer shift Nongchu in motion, the snap. Fake the handoff to Bernard. He sets up as a lead blocker for Cassidy, who bounces it inside left of the tackle across the 30, dragged down at the 25-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play.
Good job by Cassidy. He really reads his blocks well and finds that hole. Has his head up there in that entire play and knows what he's doing right off the snap.
We've got an update from Bolton in a moment. Here's a third down and 1 to go. Bernard gets the carry this time, and he puts himself very close to another Pioneer first down at the 23-yard line, and he has enough. It is a St. John's first down and 10 at the Blue Devil 23-yard line.
Big hit there by Christian Nunez, but unable to stop Cassidy.
Shotgun set for Cassidy. Trips at the open side right, the snap. He's back to pass. Fakes short, now rolls out. Cocks the arm for a third time and throws incomplete. He was looking for Lucy. That one will fall incomplete. Second down and 10. 3:37 to play here in the second quarter. Leominster 17 and St. John's 13. Update at the half over in Bolton tonight. Neshoba, the number 1 seed here in the Central Section Division 2, on top of Marlboro, 14-7. Neshoba over Marlboro at the half out in Bolton tonight. Cassidy in an empty set, 4-receiver formation. Slant pass complete for Goodhue, coming from the right of the formation, across the 20 and dragged down at the 16-yard line.
Quick pass there to the slot receiver. Picks up a good 7 yards on that second down play, but it's still going to be third and about 3.
Yeah, call it third and 3. Need to put the ball to about the 11-yard line. Here's the snap. Cassidy kept it himself again. Plowed it into the pack, gained 1, maybe 2.
Looked like Jordan Clark in there leading the defense there on that tackle. Good job. Stop him short of that first down. It's going to bring up the first fourth down decision that the Pioneers are going to have to make tonight. And knowing the leg that Nick Barton has, this is well within his range, but chasing 4, we'll have to see if they try to
it's a tough call. It's not a clear
6
one way or
one,
another.
half dozen of the other here. Which side of the line do you fall on? I think the way the Pioneers have been moving the ball down the field, let's go for the low-hanging fruit. They're going to go for this on fourth down.
I certainly like the chances of that as well. Fourth down, about a yard and a half to go. They need to move the ball to the Blue Devil 12-yard line for a first down. 3:05 to play in the second quarter. 17-13, Leominster's lead. And Cassidy in the offense stays out on the field.
And I think everybody's going to be looking for Cassidy, and could be a spot here for a little trickeration, because I know Cassidy has got to be on everybody's mind, especially the 11 that are out there playing defense.
Fourth down, about a yard to go. Cassidy in the gun. Got a big back in the backfield with him. Gets the block. Cassidy plows it into the line. And looks like he's got enough. He's to about the Blue Devil 10-yard line. And that is enough for a Pioneer first down. Plunging into the line in front of him, by the way, Ryan Kelly, it looked like, 70.
That was
that lead block. Or was it 78?
I think it was Flynn McGilvery, Todd.
Either way, somebody set up as a running back in the backfield like William the Refrigerator Perry.
Yeah, we saw them running that play last week, too, him being the lead blocker.
On first down, the snap, Cassidy faked the handoff, kept it himself, stepped inside the left tackle, and forward he goes to about the 5-yard line.
Shifty runner, Todd. Cassidy with some great moves. He doesn't look all that fast, but he's athletic, and he is an exceptionally smart quarterback. Very rarely will he make a bad decision.
Second and about a yard. Sideline warning to the Pioneer sideline. It's the second time, by the way, those of you scoring at home, I've seen a sideline warning to the Pioneers tonight.
Well, they're out at the hash mark practically over there, Todd. What do you think?
Third time's the charm that somebody other than a Leominster team would get a flag for that. Here's second down. Cassidy keeps it himself, plows it into the defense, battles his way to about the 2-yard line.
Not
maybe
quite.
at the 1. Call it 3rd and goal from about the Blue Devil 1. Nope, make it the 2-yard line.
Looks like somebody's coming in and reporting here. I think we're going to see some more beef in the backfield. Eligible lineman.
1:38 to play in the second quarter. 17-13. Leominster with the lead. Defense looking to make a stop here on a big third down. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Not quite sure of the delay. It certainly didn't involve any runoff on the clock.
Wasn't really sure what was going on there, but Cassidy eventually stepped up and called a timeout. He was the only one approaching the line of scrimmage.
And it was kind of like they were letting the play clock wind down, but that was not affecting the game clock. So I'm not really sure, unless they just wanted every possible moment to consider all of their options available to them. That's about the best I can figure.
Yeah, taking a look and probably trying to get a gauge on the defenders that the Blue Devils had out there. Trying to see, if they wanted to favor one side of the line or the other. But Cassidy's just been picking his spots, and no favoritism. He just finds that hole and busts it for positive yardage pretty much every time he calls his own number.
Coming up at the half, a K-Zone Sports Update with Bennett Carroll from our WPKZ studios, plus a full stat recap of half number 1 with Kate, updates around the region on the halftime scoreboard, and a preview of second half action. All that and more to come here from historic Doyle Field at the half. And here we go, out of the timeout. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line, right to left. The Pioneers are marching. Single back in the backfield. There's the snap. And Cassidy gets the block and plows it in. Pioneers with another touchdown.
Untouched, I might add. Big holes opened up by the right side of the Pioneers' offensive line. And Cassidy just plows his way in.
And Cassidy is on fire, trying to rally up a large Pioneer student contingent that is set up over on the visiting sideline. 1:18 to play here in the second quarter. 19-17. Pioneers on top. Nick Barton to attempt the extra point. Good snap, ball down. Barton drives it up onto Morton Street, but it is wide to the left. No good. Teams come back upfield. 1:18 to play in the second quarter. The score, St. John's 19, Leominster 17. We got a whole lot more to come. You're listening to Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Quick chance for bonus coverage for our viewers on Leominster TV. And Bill Thomas, a lot of points are getting left out there. Extra points missed, 2-point conversions that are no good. Could be crucial down the stretch.
I was thinking the same thing, and the score keeps bouncing back and forth on and off of these odd numbers. And, very uncharacteristic of Nick Barton. I think he was 5 for 5, or, I don't think he missed an extra point attempt last week. But a little too much leg there, I think. Could be a little too pumped up and just overpowered that to the left.
Back to historic Doyle Field on this unseasonably warm Friday, November the 6th. Todd Robbins with Bill Thomas and Kate Meyer. 19-17 St. John's lead. Central semifinals for Division II. 3-seed St. John's 19. The 2-seed Leominster 17. And the Blue Devils getting the football back with 1:18 to play here in the half. Nick Barton with a high arcing wobbler. Keith Jackson will return it, backpedaling at the 21-yard line of the Blue Devils. Down the left sideline he goes and angled out of bounds right around the 34-yard line. And that's where Leominster will have the football. 1st and 10 at their own 34, going left to right. 1:12 to play here in the second quarter. And they're chasing 2 at 19-17. Odd score for a football game all night long.
And, I agree, Todd. And you talked about points left on the field. We'll have to see how that plays out going forward here. But good job by Keith Jackson there to get the Blue Devils some decent field position. We'll have to see what they do with 1:12 here left in the first half.
Antonio Centrafante continues to hobble his way through the year, and especially the last couple of weeks. He's been quite dinged up. A lot of heart in that kid continuing to play with, seems like, with an ongoing injury to his lower extremity. 1st down and 10 to go from the 34. And Gray's back to pass and throws. Pass is complete for Danny Trochet across the 40-yard line and dragged down at about the 43. And a quick timeout taken by the Blue Devils sideline to stop the clock with 1:05 to play here in the second quarter. And it is a Blue Devil 1st down at the 44-yard line of Leominster. But just inside of right hash, and the timeout just to stop the clock.
Good spot there in the Blue Devils' favor. Looked like he came up a little short, did a little spin move on top of the defender, I think, which allowed him to pick up an extra yard or two before he was actually whistled down.
1st down, 10 to go. Ball is at the 44-yard line, and the timeout. The Blue Devils decide to take a full timeout with 1:05 to play here in the second quarter. 19-17, St. John's lead, and Leominster, who started the game without the football kicking off. The ball, fortunately, deflects off an up man. Leominster gets the ball back. Eventually, that leads to a long possession and some points at the end of it to give Leominster an early 6-0 lead. And now, by the way, starting the second half of action, Leominster will get the football again. So they don't have to be too needlessly aggressive here, Bill Thomas. Controlled aggression here. Want to get points on this possession, but, you're getting the football back after halftime.
Yeah, the last thing you want to have happen is a turnover here. You don't want to give the Pioneers a chance to add points here going into halftime.
1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. 4 receivers set. Trips in the open side right. Here's the snap, and Gray's back to pass. Got some time in a block. Rolls out and throws. Little dart, short, and incomplete. McBrien Nongchu was closest to it, and he almost had himself an interception, pulling it up off the turf.
Dangerous pass there. Noah Gray throwing it into a crowd. We see Noah make a lot of smart decisions, but sometimes his athletic ability overcomes his thought process. He tries to force the ball. Second-year quarterback, you're not going to find fault. He is going to make plays, but not a good opportunity to try that, especially with the half winding down.
Clock stopped on the incompletion. 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 44. Left to right goes Leominster. 58 seconds to play at the snap of the ball. Leominster chasing 2. Gray the snap. Back to pass. Got some time. Flushed out to his left. Going to tuck it in and run across the left side. Angles himself out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. Call it a gain of about 7 on the play.
There's a term for that. It's survival, but
actually a little
using his brain there because he had some beef chasing him over there and avoided a big hit by smartly running out of bounds.
Gain of 6 on the play. Noah Gray, 46 yards on the ground tonight, moving the football progressively. He is right now the leading rusher for the Blue Devils right now. 3rd and 4, ball at midfield. Trips in the open side right. Here's the snap for Gray. Gray gives it for Colina. Colina into the A-gap he goes. Drives his legs to the 48-yard line of the Pioneers. And it'll bring up a 4th down. 4th down and about 2 to go. Leominster needs to move the football to the Pioneer 46-yard line for a 1st down. Right now they are at the 48, so they do have a 4th down and 2.
Looks like the Pioneers are going to let this clock run. And the Blue Devils are going to possibly go for one last play here as the half runs out, because if they don't make it, Pioneers will take over on downs.
Leominster's 1 of 1 tonight on 4th down conversions, and it was a fake punt. Keith Jackson, one of the up men, snapped it and converted on that fake punt opportunity. Here's 4th down in the last play of the half. 5 seconds to play. Gray the snap. Back to pass and throws. Pass short and complete for Keith Jackson. He's out of bounds with 1 second showing at historic Doyle Field, and the officials on field say no.
Timeout.
And a timeout taken by the Blue Devils. So, yes, they do.
Well, the officials on the field can't overrule the official clock up here,
Correct.
can they?
Clock tonight is
Well,
official.
we're official up here in the booth.
There is 1 second to play here in the first half. Quick hitter out of bounds. Coach Palazzi got the play chart up in front of the offense, entirely huddled around him as he points his way through. Okay, we're going to do a little of this. You run down to the trash can, cut in here, 6 points. That's what he's looking to do. Or he's looking maybe to just try to find a safe play here to get to the locker room.
I think it's playground time right now, Todd.
Absolutely.
You draw it up in the dirt. Everybody run to a spot. See how things play out. Last play of the game. You say when you throw the ball, 3 things could happen and 2 of them are bad.
Yeah, true.
But I think here it's you throw it down in the end zone area and half's going to run out. You either score 6 or you just go to the locker room and prepare for the second half kickoff.
I'm feeling lucky tonight. Let's go hook and ladder. Let's go something exciting.
Let's do something.
Here.
You know, the Miami kick return, 8 lateral, and we'll keep the flags in our pockets play.
Somehow, yeah, maybe the band can run on the field. Here's a 1st down and 10 to go for the Blue Devils. 1 second to play before halftime. Gray the snap. Rolls out to his right. Got some time. Colina gives him a nice cut block to buy the time. Gray fakes. Now he flips it downfield, and he's well outside the pocket, and he's incomplete as he was not going to be able to launch it to the end zone, and that's how the half will end. 1 half of play in the books here from historic Doyle Field with the score. St. John's 19 and Leominster 17. An interesting first half of action, Bill Thomas. A lot of scoring, but a lot of points left out there potentially for both squads as well.
Yeah, and I saw the Blue Devils offense struggle a little bit there, and they got to clean up a few things. A couple of penalties. I heard them on some field position situations, but I think they're happy being able to get the ball starting the second half and only being down 2. We'll see how this plays out.
Coming up at the half, Bennett Carroll's got your update around the world of sports from our WPKZ studios. Kate's got a full recap of the stats from half number 1. We update the playoff action all around the region, non-playoff games out there tonight as well, and a preview of second half action. All that coming up at the half. Where the score? St. John's 19 and Leominster 17. More to come. Halftime show is next. You're listening to Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Getting set to start the second half of action here at historic Doyle Field. Todd Robbins with Bill Thomas and Kate Meyer. St. John's on top of Leominster, 19-17 as we get set to start this third quarter of play. Nick Barton's got the ball on the tee at the 40-yard line to our left. He will be kicking from left to right to start the second half of action. Barton sets down his line. He's on the approach, and here comes Barton's kick. End over end. It's an onside attempt. It is touched. It's still loose. There's a Pioneer on top of it. It's Pioneer football. St. John's has got it. Teams trade opening half kickoff recoveries. Curtis Bynum gets to the top of the football for the Pioneers, and St. John's, leading by 2, gave up the opening half kickoff on a touched contact and then a Leominster recovery. Now recovers the second half kickoff that was supposed to be for the Blue Devils. The teams have essentially switched kickoffs. Coach Palazzi, a little bit incensed. He's screaming at the officials.
I think he thinks that was touched by a Pioneer before it went 10 yards. It did go through a lot of bodies there, and I'm not sure if it touched anybody, but Coach seems to think it did.
Coach Palazzi certainly hasn't been happy. Sorry, Kate, with what's gone on thus far with this officiating.
St. John's with better starting field position on the Blue Devil 47-yard line.
Yeah, 1st down and 10 from the 47 at right hash. Left to right go the Pioneers here in the third quarter. Up 2 and with the football to start the second half. Lots of hard counts. Cassidy doing his best Peyton Manning, and now he backs off the football. First down, 10 to go from the 47 at right hash. Cassidy going to snap it this time. He's back to pass. Double move. Now up the center of the field. 2 receivers there. Catch is made. Cam Lucy's in. It's a touchdown, Pioneers. A 47-yard touchdown strike. Cassidy got buried at the end of the play. He's slow to get up, but he's got himself 6 points.
Yeah, I'm not sure he saw the end of that play, but a nice pitching catch there. Cam Lucy just splitting the defense, running right between Matt Price and Noah Gray to wide open ground down the middle and 6.
25-17, St. John's just seconds in to this third quarter. 10:47 to play in quarter 3. Nick Barton lining things up and marking off the distance. Barton to attempt the conventional extra point. Snap ball down. Barton's kick is high, arcing, and wraps around the pole to the left. Teams back up the field. 10:47 to play in the third. 26-17, St. John's with the lead. More to come. You're listening to Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Bonus coverage for you on Leominster TV tonight. Bradley Bedard bringing you our pictures tonight. Todd Robbins, Bill Thomas, Kate Meyer here with you. And Bill, I got to tell you, that is an unfortunate start, and the Pioneers made it count. They recovered the second half kickoff, and then they strike in one play.
And they didn't waste any time. Cassidy, and I tell you, he's got a good look back there, Todd. Very smooth and clean release and throws a tight spiral, and that one was a strike down the middle of the field.
And we're back on the K-Zone. Todd Robbins with Bill Thomas, Kate Meyer, and another second half kickoff coming up here. This is the second kickoff of the second half. 26-17, Pioneers with the lead. Kate, you've got a real short update on a scoring drive.
Very short update. One play covering 47 yards. It took about 30 seconds off the clock. It's a 47-yard touchdown reception, and advantage 26-17, advantage Pioneers.
Cam Lucy with that touchdown catch for the Pioneers. And there's Barton on the approach, 40-yard line to our left. Left to right it goes. Onside again. Skinner tries to block. It was muffed, deflected toward the near side, and it looked like Peter Dandini got on top of it, and he did. Or excuse me, Anthony Dandini got on top of it. We just brought Peter back. I think he's out of eligibility. Anthony Dandini's back on top of it.
Oh, and that ball was up for grabs, Todd. Only 4 special teamers up on the line of scrimmage for the Blue Devils here on that kickoff, and almost snuck through. Looks like the Pioneers being flagged for offside here. I think the Blue Devils are going to take the ball, though, if they have the option. They get the penalty and the ball.
Yeah, so they marked the offside on the kick. So they're not going to go with a re-kick. That's been a disaster thus far. So after the penalty from the recovery point, it's first down and 10 for the Blue Devils, and the mark is the Pioneer 47-yard line at left hash. Right to left go the Blue Devils. 15 seconds into the second half, and it's been chaos. 26-17. Right now the Pioneers are on top. Under center, it's Gray. Here's the snap. And the give for Colina. Colina got grabbed up around the shoulder pads, flagged down on the play, keeps driving his legs, and Colina gets dragged down around the 41-yard line. This flag came from the umpire. Let's see what the signal is.
I think he's the one that's watching the tight ends. We'll have to see what we got.
Personal foul. It's a major face mask against the Pioneers. 15 yards tacked on at the end of the run and an automatic first down for the Blue Devils. Huge penalty yardage there, and exactly, we'll call that timely, what the Blue Devils needed.
And I think that's the first big penalty that's been marched off. Other than that 1 yard march off on that extra point attempt, I believe that's only the second flag on the Pioneers.
It is. Second flag on the Pioneers. The offsides a few moments ago, and the face mask. That brings the yardage to 25 yards in penalties.
So it's first and 10 for the Blue Devils. The mark, the 26-yard line of the Pioneers. Right to left continue the Blue Devils. 30 seconds into this third quarter, trailing 26-17. Offset I backfield. Colina's the back man the snap, and Colina gets the carry. With some room, takes it out to the right side of the formation, across the 25 and dragged down at the 23-yard line.
Running behind Dandini and Eddie Cudahy back out on the field, trying to use that strength, heading to the right side of the line.
Our second half kickoff brought to you by Il Camino Restaurant. For a taste that's truly Italian and an atmosphere that feels like home, it's the Il Camino Restaurant in Leominster. You check out their full menu online at ilcamino-restaurant.com. The Il Camino Restaurant, 555 Central Street, Route 12 in Leominster, where you really are family. Second down and 8. And back to pass is Gray, and he throws a strike complete to Kyle Jackson right around the 15-yard line and in the neighborhood of a Blue Devil first down, depending on the spot.
Looks like he might have given up the first down yardage there to try to turn that inside and gain additional yards. Had an opportunity to swing it out, but didn't.
Go ahead, Kate.
How much? They did not give him the first down. I thought that the spot was a little bit closer than that, but it looks like it's about 3rd and a long 1.
Yeah, we'll call it a gain of 9 on the play. 3rd and 1. They need the 15-yard line, 15.5-yard line for the first. The mark right now, the 16. I backfield. Gray the snap. Gave it to Dandini. Dandini forward into the pack. Good jump came by Jack Fields, the linebacker, trying to fill up the gap. There's pushing and shoving. Angel Colina gesticulating to the officials at some extracurricular activity. The officials looking at the mark.
Going to have a measurement here.
And may just have our first measurement of the night. About the 15.5-yard line, give or take, which is in the neighborhood of what the Blue Devils needed for a first down.
Let's give them the first down here and keep the game moving.
And here come the sticks running in from the far sideline.
I don't think the St. John's coach would agree with you, Billy. I think he'd probably.
It's going to be close. We get the white out of the way. We could see.
Yeah, they're going to stretch out the sticks here. They drag it out and
make the signal.
Not sure.
Yep. Yeah.
By the nose of the football, it's a Blue Devil first down.
Had it all the way.
Wow. They that was precise. I was waiting for a protractor. But they've got a Blue Devil first down at the Pioneer 15.5-yard line. First down and 10 for the Blue Devils. 9:03 to play here in the third quarter. Clock will restart on the snap. 26-17. Excuse me, clock will start on the ready for play, and there it is. We're back to action under 9 minutes to play. I formation with Colina dotting. Gray under center, here's the snap. Gave it to Dandini in the back pocket. And Dandini battles his way forward and is pulled down high right around the 11-yard line.
Tough 5 yards right
yes,
there.
Indeed.
Tough 5 yards.
Most of Dandini's contributions coming in short bursts, though tonight he did have a 14-yard rush early on in the game with his first touch, but he has 6 rushes for a total of 46 yards on the night.
All between the tackles, too, I might add.
Yes,
Absolutely.
indeed. 2nd and 5 and out of an eye. Gray the snap. Quick hitter. Complete for Kyle Jackson. Crossing the 10-yard line and out of bounds at about the 7. Looks like he'll be shy maybe of the first down, but not by much. Maybe again by about a half a yard.
I think they're not very generous on the spot. It's going to be about 3rd and 2 here, Todd. Going to bring up a big 3rd down play here. Obviously 4 down territory, but we don't want it to go there if we don't have to. Like to get the job done right here. Get that first down yardage and keep the ball moving towards the end zone.
3rd down, 3rd and about 2. An I formation. Here's the snap. Fake the handoff, and Gray's going to roll out. Got some room. Moving laterally now. Has to lean toward the 5-yard line. And he is shy of the 5 at about the 6-yard line. We'll give him maybe the 5.5. They put the mark down. The official's looking at it, and it's a Blue Devil first down.
You know, Noah Gray looking for a little opening there. Didn't find it. Eventually had to put his head and shoulder down. He was going to run out of room, get run out of bounds, but good job by Gray to turn it upfield and get exactly what he needed.
1st and goal from the 5. Spot will be the right hash. Gray from the near sideline back into the huddle. Breaks the huddle, and now they walk to the line. I backfield. Dandini with Colina dotting. 2 receivers to the open side left. Began's the slot receiver. Kyle Jackson's outside of him, wide left. Here's the snap. The give for Colina. Cuts it back to the right side. Slips his defender. Reaches for the goal line. He's in! Angel Colina with a 5-yard touchdown scamper. And the Blue Devils trail by 3. It's 26-23.
Not only a 5-yard scamper. Sorry, Todd, but
fine.
Big second effort there by Colina. He was met head on behind the line of scrimmage, shrugged off that initial contact, and made the last 5 yards all on his own.
7:31 to play here in the third. 26-23. And the Blue Devils will go for the conventional extra point. Christian Lewis will kick. Chacon will hold. Dylan Nato will do the snapping. Nato with a good snap. Chacon gets it down, and Christian Lewis drives it up on the Morton Street Hill. Team's coming back upfield. 7:31 to play in the third quarter, a 2-point game. St. John's 26 and Leominster 24. We got more to come. You're listening to Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Bonus coverage for our viewers on Leominster.tv. Todd Robbins, Bill Thomas, Kate Meyer, Bradley Bedard with the pictures tonight in replay. And Bill, the Blue Devils needed it. They had to get on the board, and they did.
Oh, they needed it, especially after that bad bounce on that onside kick there. But good job by the Blue Devils offense just to march the ball down the field. Took about 3 minutes and 15 seconds or so. We'll get a drive summary here from Kate coming up. But good job by the offense to make this a one-score game.
And we're back to historic Doyle Field. Todd Robbins with Bill Thomas and Kate Meyer, 26-24. St. John's with the lead. And, Kate, you've got a drive summary.
I do. We have a 3.5-minute drive covering 47 yards. It's 7 plays. Ends with a 5-yard touchdown run by Angel Colini. The extra point is good. 26-24 advantage St. John's.
And Christian Lewis with the ball on the tee, 40 at our right. This time puts it farther downfield, skips about the 20-yard line and rolls, fielded on about the 10-hop by Sam Goodhue again. Goodhue tiptoes down the sideline, and a touchdown-saving tackle there. Credit Mike Quiles coming down as one of the gunners on the near sideline and just pushed Goodhue out of bounds. Huge play there on special teams.
Can I make a suggestion, Todd?
Yes, indeed. Don't kick it to him anymore.
Don't kick it to Sam Goodhue. Kick it to the right side of the field, please.
Directional kicking's not working right now. That's what I would have decided.
Well, it's the direction that they're choosing, which seems to end up in Sam Goodhue's hands every time they have the opportunity to kick off. But that had 6 written all over it, except for a push out of bounds here, right in front of the Blue Devils bench.
I have to assume Coach Palazzi and the special teams coaching staff has to have determined that Goodhue is the lesser of the evils to choose from. Must be afraid of the others who are out on the field, and they're kicking away from him, and they keep taking their chances with Goodhue. Here's a 1st and 10 for the Pioneers at the 39. Cassidy the snap, fake the handoff to Bernard, kept it himself. In the middle of the pack, hit and driven back. Nice job by Christian Nunez. Gang tackle there with Connor Skinner. Combines to take Cassidy down.
Yeah, Connor Skinner, first one to meet him head on there, right at the line of scrimmage. And Nunez coming in, helping him out, cleaning it up, no gain.
Checking the time and temperature coming up after this play. 2nd down and 9 to go. Shotgun, Bernard in the backfield with Cassidy, 3 receivers set. Fake the handoff and throw. Pass complete to the outside left. Defender wraps up and takes down on the play. Looked like 20. Josh Shrestha gets the completion and a gain of a couple. It'll be gain of 2 on the play. Cam Lucy, with the completion.
I think
gain of 2 on the play, 3rd and 6.
Looking at the injured Blue Devil, and it's Angel Colina comes up limping after making a great open field tackle over there. He's going to have to come off for a play. Officials stop the clock, and I see he's wearing a knee brace, Todd, and that's the leg he's favoring, is his right leg as he comes off the field.
Emmanuel Perez will take the field, number 12, to replace Angel Colina, who's gimping over the near side and looks a little frustrated. Third down at about 6. Appears to be a cramp, and Colina's looking to get it stretched out. Back to pass on 3rd down. Double move, slant, complete in the middle of the field. Defense with a nice wrap tackle. There's Anthony Dandini. Johnny on the spot. Wraps up Cam Lucy and takes him down. Close to a 1st down. They give Lucy his point of farthest progress at the 48-yard line of the Pioneers.
I think Lucy had that 1st down when he initially caught the ball, but he decided to curl back and right into the arms of Anthony Dandini. Cost himself a yard or 2 and the 1st down.
4th and a yard, and right on the running devil at midfield. And now St. John's wants to talk it over. No, they've asked for a measurement. It's an opportunity for us to have a check of the time and temperature, brought to you by Expert Pest Control. If it buzzes, crawls, or bites, Expert Pest Control in Fitchburg will professionally eliminate your problem. Eco and pet friendly, not pest friendly. They won't rest till each and every pest is eliminated. Ants, termites, roaches, and more. Gone. Expert Pest Control, South Street, Fitchburg. Online at expertpestcontrol.net. A professional solution. 8:36 and 70 degrees. 70 degrees on Friday, November the 6th. Opening round of the D2 semifinal. Central Mass playoffs. Wow. Just wow. And the stretch out of the chains, a yard and a half shy of the 1st down.
Yeah,
St. John's.
I'm sorry.
Billy,
No, go ahead. No, you talk about
St. John's tonight, 1 of 1 from 4th down.
And I'm curious, did the officials have to grant the request for the measurement, even though it was obviously a yard or more short?
I believe they do.
Really?
I believe if the coach asks for it, they do.
She just asks for that all the time on 3rd down.
That's true. 4th and about a yard and a half, and here's the snap. Cassidy takes it, leans across the midfield line, loose football. Ball's taken away by Noah Gray, and the officials rule him down. But it looked like Cassidy was on top of a defender. Coach Palazzi's frustrated as all get out. It's going to go as a Pioneer first down at the 49-yard line. Cassidy lost his helmet and the football, and the officials are going to say he was down or his progress was stopped. And Coach Palazzi's out beyond the numbers, screaming at the near side wing official, and he has not been happy with this officiating crew as assigned by the MIAA. And by the way, not one familiar face from the rest of this regular
Southern
season.
Worcester County.
And what a surprise.
And that was a quick whistle there. In
Worcester South.
You know, I'm curious on, fortunately we don't have the luxury of Leominster.tv's replay here in the booth tonight, but very quick whistle. I'm not sure he was down.
And I think it was awfully quick.
Now that they called a timeout, Cassidy's allowed to stay in the game because he should
correct.
come off for losing his helmet.
Losing his helmet
right?
on the play, yes,
but,
that's correct.
they burn a timeout and it keeps him in the game.
Officials coming over the near side. Nice job by the umpire. Good preventative officiating. He communicated just that point that you made, Bill Thomas, that because the Pioneers took a timeout, Cassidy can come back on the field. He doesn't have to sit out a play.
Like you say, good job coming over and seeking out Coach Palazzi, explaining what's going on, even though I think the coach is still a little fired up on that quick whistle from that last play.
I beat on the officials, but I will award good officiating, and that's good preventative officiating, so I like that. First down and 10 to go. Ball at the 49-yard line, just inside of right hash. Left to right continues this Pioneer march. 5:51 to play in the third quarter. 26-24, St. John's lead. Winner tonight continues on to play the winner of Neshoba and Marlboro. Back to pass Cassidy. Double move fake. Roll out, throw on the run. Pass is complete in the hands of Nick Patola. And Patola is out of bounds, or Palata, excuse me, across the 45 and out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Matt Price over there on the tackle, good one-on-one tackle. A little help from one of the Jackson brothers. Trying to think back, Todd, has St. John's punted tonight? Have they turned the ball over on downs?
I don't believe they have.
They've scored on every possession.
3 touchdowns.
Second down and 4. Cassidy keeps, battles his way across the 40-yard line, about the 39. It looks like he's about a half a yard shy. They're giving him just across the 40 at the 39 and 1/2 yard line. Third and about a yard to go. They're in Blue Devil territory and driving. Cassidy in a gun, trips to the open side right. Now they look over to Coach Andrioli at the sideline. Cassidy switches Bernard to his right in the snap, and there is Michael Bernard. Gets the carry and forward straight across the 40-yard line to about the 37, and that is a Pioneer first down at the Blue Devil 37-yard line.
No turnovers, no punts.
Nope.
Scored every time they've had the ball.
Scored every time, and on the 88-yard kickoff return. They have missed 2 PATs.
And it's a first down and 10. Pioneers at the Blue Devil 37. Left to right, they continue their march. Shotgun, trips to the open side right. 2 receivers at the short side left. Double move throw underneath. Pass complete. Defender jumped the route and missed the hit. Down the line goes Shrestha. Shrestha's got some room. 30, 15, and now out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. Inside of the 10 officially at about the 8. And Shrestha did a good job. Wait, let the defender blow by, and take off down the left side of the field.
Trying to see who the defender was over there. I think it was Angel Began back out on the field and a little hobbled. Came up to try to make the one-on-one open field tackle unsuccessfully.
And a delay as the Chang gang has to catch up with the play. They've, well,
they want the spot marker down there. It's a first and goal.
Yes, indeed, and there it is. First down and goal to go, and the ball is at the 8-yard line. And now a timeout. It's an official's timeout. And now the Pioneers have asked for a 30-second timeout. So 4:21 to play in the third. 26-24, St. John's lead, and the Pioneers are driving here, and the Blue Devils badly, I say badly, need a stop right now, Bill Thomas.
Yeah, and unfortunately I'm looking at Eddie Cuddy here standing on the sideline all by himself. I know he wants to be out there in the worst way, and Blue Devils definitely miss his athletic presence out there on defense.
Yeah, no question about it. They could use anybody out on defense right now as Finn Hurd on the defensive side of the football, and they need some help. Great battle by the guys that are in there. Christian Nunez, Juan Aquendo, among others. And now here it is. First and goal from the 8. Snap, Cassidy keeps. Cassidy to the center of the pack. Gains a yard, maybe 2. Put him right around the 5-yard line for second and goal.
Looks like Justin Kebro in there first hit from the Blue Devils side of the ball, but Cassidy continues to make positive yardage every time he attacks the line of scrimmage.
16 carries on the night.
Cassidy the snap. Keeper. Antonio Centrafonte through the hole untouched with a big hit.
And I think that might be the first time Cassidy has not gained positive yardage on one of his rushes. And good job by Anthony Centrafani.
He did have one rush for no gain, but right now he has 17 touches for 54 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns for Cassidy on the night.
3rd down and goal from the 6-yard line. Cassidy empty set, 5 receivers out, trips at the open side right, pair of receivers short side left. It's all by himself in the gun in the backfield. The snap, straight up the middle he goes. Forward he pounds across the 5-yard line to the 4, and the Pioneers have a decision. 4th and goal from the 4-yard line, and I don't think this will be a very hard decision for Coach Andrioli. He's going back to Tim Cassidy once again.
Yeah, you know, and I'm noticing Cassidy almost has a running start at the snap, and he's the first one moving, and him and his center have that timing down to perfection. He gets a running start before the Blue Devils are even off the ball.
St. John's tonight, 2 of 2 on 4th downs, going for it for their 3rd time.
And here they go. 4th down and goal from the 4-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield. The snap for Cassidy gave it to Michael Bernard. Bernard cut it back in. Blue Devil defense got him in a bear trap. Bernard's second effort reached for the goal line, and the official mark is short. Short. Turnover on downs. Blue Devil football. Pioneers are beside themselves, but they are short, and the Blue Devils defense has stood up. Michael Bernard stepped in a bear trap, and the Blue Devils hung on for dear life, and they will keep the football at their goal line.
And it looks like the officials probably judging that he had his knee down before the ball crossed as he was falling down, and that's the proper mark. You mark the knee if the knee goes down. You see him mark the ball everywhere, but when they get to the goal line, then they mark the knee or the elbow. I think that's what we saw there.
It's where is the football when the knee goes down, and in this case, it was not across the front edge plane of that goal line. So it's a Blue Devils 1st and 10, long field in front of them. They are at their own 1-yard line coming from our far right to left. 2:34 to play in the 3rd quarter and chasing 2 at 26-24. Here's the snap, and Gray's back to pass. And he rolls out with some time. Now looks back across his body and throws incomplete.
That's a grounding.
Yeah, flag down for intentional
points.
Grounding, and that's a loss of down and potentially a safety.
That was a bad decision by Noah Gray right there.
Hugely bad decision.
Ball and points right
Safety
there.
is the signal. Safety is the signal. Mental mistake by Noah Gray. Did not roll out far enough. Through, gone. He's screaming at Coach Palazzi as he comes to the near side, and Coach Palazzi said, nope, you're wrong. You dropped back to pass, and you threw it to nobody. There was no receiver there.
Nobody on that side. I think he rolled outside the tackles, but then he rolled back in, Todd, and he was definitely in a dangerous area right there, and then just let it go to nobody in particular over there. There wasn't a defender or a Blue Devil on that side of the field.
And that's the kind of mental mistake that you run the potential of when you are in your own end of the field, long field, you're in your own end zone. The rules are different there. You cannot just throw the ball away and take the intentional grounding, because if you commit the penalty in the end zone, it's a safety.
Yeah, and not only that, Todd, you run the danger of getting a holding call on your offensive line, too. If you're in the end zone, that also is a safety. So a lot of things could go wrong, and one of them did go wrong right there. It's going to cost them 2 points.
And the
really
football
changes the scoreboard now, turns it into a touchdown lead, and they're going to have to give up the ball also.
2:27 to play in the 3rd quarter. 28-24, St. John's with the 4-point lead, and all of a sudden, all of that story we were talking about the missed extra point opportunities and what have you, get wiped off the board. That 2 points makes it an even, basically, 4-touchdown score for the Pioneers.
I'm kind of surprised. Can't they choose to punt the ball here and put it in Gandini's hands? Christian Lewis hasn't been that effective kicking off tonight, and kind of surprised they're not letting Dandini take the free kick here.
Yeah, I'm interested in that choice as well, Bill Thomas, as Christian Lewis has got the ball on the tee at the 20-yard line to our left. And they're going to let him kick off conventional style here. Interesting choice, you're right. And Lewis pounds the ball.
Wow.
End-over-end wobbler, a great kickoff to about the 22-yard line. Sam Goodhue, head of steam, crossing the 40-yard line. A couple of Blue Devils, Keith Jackson, Matt Price, Justin Kebrew, all jump on his back and ride Sam Goodhue down at the Pioneer 45-yard line, where they'll have the ball 1st down and 10 following the safety. 28-24, 2:20 to play here in the third quarter.
Great kickoff there by Christian Lewis, but I want to see him do that on conventional kickoffs, Todd. We haven't seen him kick a kick like that in 2 weeks. I don't understand the squib kicks, but he did do a good job getting it down the field.
Yeah, very strange decisions. Seeing that leg, I'd heard how much Christian Lewis has increased his leg ability, and seeing that from a conventional 40-yard kickoff, that's a ball down inside the 10-yard line potentially.
Exactly.
On first down and 10, back to pass, throw, complete to Cam Lucy. Lucy turns the left corner across the 50-45 and dragged down at the 44-yard line. And it's a first down and 10 for the Pioneers on a nice quick pitching catch. Cassidy finds Cam Lucy.
And Angel Began over there on the tackle, but once again shaken up, and he's really battling a right leg injury. He's going to have to come off the field again, and I don't know if he's working on a cramp there. You know, I mentioned that is a leg that he's wearing a knee brace on, but definitely battling some injuries there.
The Pioneers substituted, so the officials had to stop play and allow the Blue Devils to complete a substitution, so they did. It's a first down and 10 from the 44. The snap, they put it in the hands, it looked like, of McBrien Nongchu. Hasn't had many carries today, but forward across the 40 to the Blue Devil 39-yard line.
You know, Nongchu got dinged up there in the opening drive, and limited action, but good positive yardage there, one of his infrequent carries.
2nd and 6, shotgun formation, Nongchu in the backfield. Snap, delay, draw again. Cassidy right up the middle of the defense. Arm tackle, swatted away. He crossed the 30-yard line of the 28, and it's a Pioneer first down on a gain of 12.
Looks like he was finally taken down with a good leg tackle, ankle tackle by Christian Nunez. Big yards, though, by Tim Cassidy.
Blue Devils defense all over the place. Centrofonte got through the defense. Didn't look like he knew where he needed to be before the snap, but with one arm, pulled down McBrien Nongchu after a gain of 1. Hey, it doesn't matter if you don't know where to line up as long as you get there, I guess.
Nah, and I think they just need to go after Cassidy. You know, I hate to say disregard the other offensive weapons, but it's all Cassidy. And just go after him and tackle him every play.
Tim Cassidy has been the story. Here's the delay draw again. Holding the center of the line of Centrofonte and no whistle or flag out on the play. Cassidy gets away from that block, and forward he goes across the 25-yard line and out of bounds. And now a Blue Devil is down after the play and slow to get up, and that is Antonio Centrofonte, who has been battling a leg injury all game long. And Centrofonte is going to have to head to the sideline. Now he's grabbing his midsection right between that 5 and 4.
Yeah, and he's been battling injuries for the last 3 or 4 games, Todd, but he's a trooper, and he doesn't want to come out of the game.
A tough kid. Real tough kid.
With that carry, Tim Cassidy for the Pioneers has 20 carries for 75 yards on the night.
Easily the Pioneers' leading rusher.
Oh, yeah.
By a lot.
Oh, yeah.
3rd down, 3 to go. Need to move the ball to the Blue Devil. 19 for a first down. Out of the gun, the snap. Fake the handoff. Cassidy kept it. Kind of shot put it out to Nongchu, who makes the catch, turns the corner, and the Blue Devils defense converges. Anthony Dandini with the finishing tackle. Got a little help out there by Matt Price, who shut down the angle.
Yeah, Noah Gray going low there to slow him down. But, you know, you talk about Tim Cassidy, 20 carries for 75 yards. Very efficient.
And the Pioneers are going to stop. They're going to stop the offense and let the final ticks run out here on the third quarter. Playing a game of time, as that is the Blue Devils' biggest opponent right now. The last ticks of the third quarter winding down. It's 28-24. St. John's with the lead. Teams change ends, and the final and all-important fourth quarter. When we come back, you're listening to Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Through 3 quarters, bonus coverage for our viewers here on Leominster TV tonight. And Bill Thomas, I'll tell you, this is it. The whole season's down to this last 11 minutes.
One last quarter here, and Blue Devils got to come up with a stop. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They have not stopped the Pioneers all night. Scored on every drive.
No. Last
the
offensive
turnover.
possession.
I'm sorry, turnover
on the 1 yard line.
On the 1 foot line. You are correct, Kate, but it doesn't seem like they've stopped them, and even that stop ended up turning into points for the Pioneers. So, but they need a stop, they need a turnover, and they need to get the ball back.
Coming out of this end of the quarter, 28-24. Radio will rejoin us momentarily. Teams change ends as we welcome you back on the K-Zone. Start of the fourth quarter, a 1st and 10 play. Out of the gun, the snap. Cassidy with the handoff for Michael Bernard. And Bernard bounces it to the outside left. Gains maybe a yard. We'll give him 2. Call it 2nd down and 8. And the ball is at the 16-yard line of the Blue Devils as the Pioneers go right to left in this final frame. Fourth quarter of action as we start. 28-24 the lead and driving with the football. Here's the snap from Cassidy. Faked it to Bernard. Optioned it out for Nongchu. He's got some room to the outside and across the 10-yard line and dragged down across the 5 at the 4-yard line. Nice fake there by Cassidy. And then Nongchu with it. Bounces the football out to the outside. And Nongchu, by the way, threw the football away from the back judge. And I got to be honest with you, that should be a delay of time, and the officials are sending him off, I'm assuming, for an equipment problem. But I'll tell you, that should have been a delay. Shouldn't be allowed to just throw the ball away to take more time off the clock.
I agree, and the clock was stopped there while they gathered their thoughts together. But let's give some credit to Nick Pilata there. Did a good job tying up the defensive back out there from his wide receiver position on that run.
Here's a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Cassidy the snap, keeps it himself. Off the tackle to the right side, leans in, crosses the 2-yard line, and at about the 1, call it a gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line.
Season's coming down to this, Todd. I think 2 scores are going to be tough to overcome, and need to stop them right here.
Agreed. Cassidy the snap, finds a hole off the right side. Centrofonte tries to stand him up, and he can't. No, that's Keith Jackson. Now Jackson's pushing and shoving, and there it is. It's a touchdown for the Pioneers, and exactly what the Blue Devils didn't need on top of it. There was potentially a punch in there. Keith Jackson may be thrown out of this football game, and all of a sudden, emotions getting the best of the Blue Devils, and may cost them huge here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's going to cost them yards, definitely on the kickoff, because they'll mark that penalty off from the line of scrimmage on the kickoff. We'll have to see where it goes.
Just not smart. It's a dead ball. Personal foul indicated against the Blue Devils. The touchdown is good. The 15 yards will be assessed on the kickoff, and I'm very surprised that given Keith Jackson's antics, there wasn't an ejection there.
Yeah, touchdown was scored. Just man up, go back to your position, and let's get them on offense. But a little extracurricular activity there. Frustration, but very unprofessional.
There's one word running through Coach Palazzi's mind right now, and I'll say it for him. Dumb. Just plain dumb. Here's the snap. Barton with the kick. Extra point. Good. Teams come back up the field. 9:42 to play in the fourth quarter. The score, St. John's 35 and Leominster 24. We got more to come. You're listening to Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Todd Robbins with Bill Thomas and Kate Meyer on Leominster TV tonight. Bradley Bedard brings you our coverage and bonus coverage here from Doyle Field. And, well, you know what? That touchdown, Bill Thomas, as you said, feels awfully big at this moment in time. It's a 2-score football game right now, and worse off than that, the Blue Devils are going to be giving up huge field position on this kickoff. The Pioneers will be able to drive it deep.
Yeah, unless they can get some magic on this kickoff here. I think the ball's going to be spotted on their side of the 50-yard line, if I'm correct here. And let's see, usual 40, they're going to tack 15 on. So it's going to be a short field for the Pioneers kicking down towards the Blue Devils goal line. And on top of it, stretches the lead to 11. That's a score, a 2, and a field goal. So we might as well call it a 2-touchdown game right now.
As we welcome you back on the K-Zone, Todd Robbins, Bill Thomas, Kate Meyer, as Bill Thomas just points out, after the 15-yard personal foul is enforced for Keith Jackson's antics after the touchdown was scored, Nick Barton is kicking off from the Blue Devil 45-yard line at left side of our football field.
Let's watch out for the onside here, too. It's
potential
field
for
position.
onside kick and field position. Coach Palazzi is furious, pointing something out along that line, not sure what he was seeing. And here comes Barton's approach. And Barton will kind of punch it deep. Danny Trochet will have the return from about the 15-yard line. Steps around one tackle, then two, crosses the 20, and is dragged down there. And so it'll be a Blue Devil first down and 10, their own 20-yard line, heading left to right. 9:34 to play here in the fourth quarter, and Leominster's chasing. It's 35-24, St. John's. Winner takes on the winner of the Neshoba-Marlboro game. The loser plays an alternative non-playoff game next week.
And I'm going to guess the loser is going to get the loser of the Neshoba-Marlboro game, the way they've
That sounds
cobbled
about
the
right.
schedule together. Everybody else has this week and next week already set,
Yes.
except for the playoff team, so they'll mix and match them. And I'm kind of trying to guess here, but maybe the worst starting position other than that goal line stand for the Blue Devils.
That would be correct. The other worst field position, the 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 from their own 20 going left to right. The snap, and Gray's back to pass and throws. Dart complete in the middle of the field for Danny Trochet. Right around the 24-yard line, gain of about 3, 2nd and 7.
Going to have to get him in bigger chunks than that, Todd, because the clock's moving, and 4 yards in a cloud of dust is not going to do it right now. The season's starting to slip away. You know, all those deep balls that we saw Noah Gray completing last week, we've only seen one up to this point. I'd like to see a couple more down the field.
3rd down and 6 to go. That seems, 3rd down and 6. Here's the snap. Gray's back to pass. Looks, pass, incomplete. The intended receiver was Angel Began. He got shoved in the back. They say the football was uncatchable, so it's incomplete. And Noah Gray, by the way, also took a good pop at the end of that play as well. And he doesn't know where he is. He's looking for Coach Palazzi on the sideline.
Gray took a hit there. I think that was a 2nd down play.
It was
there,
second
Todd.
down.
It was a 2nd down.
Yeah, I think they messed up the down marker over there.
Third down. I was
Yeah.
like, wait a second.
Yeah,
I was replaying. I'm like,
1, 2, 3.
A
I'm looking at
pass
the down
and-
marker, the scoreboard. So
Yeah.
this will be 3rd down. This will be 3rd down and 6 to go. Chains have been struggling tonight. Still not like
Maybe
when the
'cause-
poet Bob Cross was the man on the box. He knew what the down was, and he knew where the yard line mark was. Never had to worry about Bob.
Or
And now-
apparently my license plate.
Well, this is very true, too. And Coach Palazzi takes a timeout.
Bob giving us a wave. Listen
That's
to us
right.
down on the bench with his headset on, as he does every week.
Game 331, if I'm not mistaken, by the way.
But who's keeping track?
But who's keeping track?
Who's keeping track?
His hat is.
Yeah, you got that right. 3rd down and 5. Blue Devils took a timeout to stop the clock with 8:48 to play here in the 4th. 35-24. St. John's lead right now. Leominster's got some time, but time is certainly not their friend right now. And even worse, Bill Thomas, is the body language on the near sideline, which is rather depressing.
It's quiet. It's just subdued, I think is the way to put it. Need a
3rd
big
and
play.
5. Snap and the rollout. Gray got some time, sets his feet, floats it down the near side. Angel Began will make the catch, but he's about 5 yards out of bounds, and it's incomplete.
First row of the grandstand practically.
Good effort, but not going to count.
That's going to bring up 4th down. And
Another decision time.
Tough decision right here. The way the Pioneers have been moving the ball, whether you give it to them there or you give it to them at midfield, Coach Palazzi's probably figuring it doesn't really make a difference right now.
And you need
they
something.
need to keep the ball.
You
They
need something
make a
to
play.
light up this crowd and your sideline and your team. Meanwhile,
Coach Palazzi, not one to be conservative ever.
No, and the Pioneers are fired up. Pioneers cheering section packed over on the far side. They are bouncing around, making a lot of noise here at historic Doyle Field. 4th down and 5 to go, and perhaps the season. Blue Devils need to advance the ball to their own 30-yard line for a first, and now Coach Palazzi takes a timeout. And the crowd on the near sideline, the Blue Devils crowd that is, starting to turn a little ugly.
You definitely need a play. Hopefully they have one they've been saving.
They find themselves at the 25-yard line for a 4th down and 5. They need to move the ball to the Blue Devil 30 for a first down and to keep the drive and potentially the season alive. 8:40 to play here in the 4th quarter. 35-24. St. John's lead right now, and their defense may be one stop away from making this darn near impossible for the Blue Devils. A lot of time left, though. Can't emphasize that enough. A lot of time to play here in the 4th. 8:40 to play here in the 4th quarter. But here it is. 4th down and 5 at their own 25, going left to right. Gray's going to go under center, looking for 5 yards, and a single back behind him is Colina. And another timeout.
Oh, boy.
And Coach Palazzi takes a timeout. 2nd timeout in a row.
I think he knows the season's hanging in the balance right here. Trying to come up with something. I think he wanted to get a good look
He's
at the
waiting
Pioneers' defense.
Waiting for that whiteboard.
He badly wants the whiteboard to draw up a play, and
Waiting.
he's still waiting for it. And this timeout is a full timeout. 8:40 to play here in the 4th quarter. Our calculations say they've got 2 timeouts remaining to the Blue Devils. At least 2 full timeouts remaining for the remainder of this football game. 35-24. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting, Bill Thomas. I got to tell you.
I hate to say the season's going to come down to one play here, but at this point, one play. Obviously, we know it's not one play that has put us in this position.
Correct.
But it's come down to this now.
It's one play that at least keeps this drive alive and the Blue Devils' playoff hopes. 4th down and 5 out of the timeout. Their own 25 looking for the 30-yard line of their own for a first down. Here we go. Gun, 3 receivers. Snap, back to pass Gray. Time, throws, Kyle Jackson complete across the 35-yard line, and it is a first down. And a little life comes back to the Blue Devils faithful on the near sideline. And it's a first down and 10 Blue Devils at their own 37-yard line going left to right. 2 of 2 tonight on 4th down, right, Kate?
3 of 3.
3 of 3 on 4th down conversions for the Blue Devils tonight. 4 receivers in the formation. Gunn with Colina in the backfield and Gray, and the season continues. Gray's back to pass, throw, swatted away by Brian Abbasi again.
Once again, big arms up in the air, and interestingly enough, Coach Palazzi trying to quiet the band down while they were calling a play there at the line of scrimmage. I think they need to get their timing together a little better, when to make noise and when not.
The chippiness has certainly turned up 2 or 3 levels as the Pioneers are doing a lot of extracurricular talking. Blue Devils doing a lot of extracurricular talking. I got to tell you, cooler heads are going to need to prevail here, and has not exactly been the Blue Devils' specialty during this season. Here's 2nd down and 10. 4 receivers set. Back to pass Gray with some time. More time. Now up the center of the field. Throws a dart complete for Angel Began at the 45. Gain of 8 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Blue Devils need to move it to their own 47 for a first down.
Angel Began setting up a little bit short of the first down he needed to gain. He's going to put the Blue Devils in a precarious position here on 3rd down and short, but need to move those chains.
Under 8 minutes to play. 7:50 and counting remaining here in the 4th. 35-24. St. John's lead. Blue Devils needing a score. Shotgun formation. 4 receivers split out evenly in the formation. Colina's in the backfield with Gray. Gray's the snap and back to pass, and he's got some time. And now he's got some more time. Eludes a tackle. Now he's on the run. He's riffing here. Back across the 45 and slides at about the 48-yard line. And that should be enough for a Blue Devil first down, and it is. It'll be a 1st and 10 at their own 48.
Good job by Noah Gray running away from the pressure there and finding the open side of the field.
And knowing where he needed to get to, which was just enough to slide, get the first down, get back up, get another play call.
Would have been nice if he could have got out of bounds over there. Am I asking for too much?
Now, maybe a little bit at this juncture of the ball game. A first down is good. 1st and 10 from the left hash, their own 48-yard line going left to right. Strolling to the line, 4 receivers set again. Colina in the backfield with Gray at his right. Gray scans and snaps. Fake the handoff. Keep it himself. Steps forward across midfield and battles his way to the 48-yard line of the Pioneers. Gain 3, maybe 4 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down, and we'll call it a short 7.
And the clock continues to tick down to 6:45 left in the 4th quarter. And not a lot of sense of urgency here being shown by the Blue Devils. I would expect to see a hurry-up, no-huddle here, but calmly running in plays and taking their time here, getting up to the line of scrimmage.
An update from Bolton. Final score. Neshoba is a winner tonight over Marlboro. 28-14. Neshoba a winner. They'll take on the winner of this football game in the Central Mass D2 final next week. Gray's back to pass and throw. Pass complete for Angel Colina. Spin move across the 45-yard line and to a defender at around the 42. And that mark is right on about the stick for a first down. Officials will stop the clock, and they say it is a Blue Devil first down at the Pioneer 42-yard line.
Good job by Colina on that center screen without a lot of help there, battling for yards after catch all on his own. Gets him to move the chains.
Blue Devils trying to reset the plays, looking very gassed here. They're checking the cards. Trips are going to set up at the left side. Keith Jackson is all by himself. On the wide side left. Trips on the short side right. Blue Devils trying to get enough receivers at the line. Now they shift Angel Began in motion. Here's the snap. They fake the handoff. They give it to Colina. Colina right up the center of the field. Got a block. Across the 40-35 and dragged down and around the 33-yard line.
Good strong running by Colina. That was a pretty play there. Faked it to the motion man. Double move. Put it in Colina's stomach. Nice, strong 9-yard pickup.
The Blue Devil crowd with a black and blue out going here. The Black Sea now riding its way from left to right down as the march for the offense continues. Here's the snap on 2nd and 1. Gray back to pass and throws. And Abassi with his 3rd rejection of the night coming through the line. He's got 3 blocks tonight. It's a basketball stat line.
And they got to find a way to throw away from him because he comes in with his arms up, and that's about a 10-foot tree you're trying to throw around right there.
Dikembe Mutombo's got nothing on this kid. I'll tell you, I'm amazed. Gets through the line, gets the hands up, swats it away.
He looks like he might have a future.
He very well might.
It's somewhere, maybe a D3, D2 school.
3rd and about a yard here. Blue Devils right around the Pioneer 33-yard line. Shotgun formation. Gray motioning to Coach Palazzi on the sideline. 4 receivers set, evenly split. Gray back to pass on 3rd and short. Throws off his back foot. Out of bounds, incomplete. Officials reached for the flag and then ruled it incomplete as they realized that ball was uncatchable out of bounds.
Yeah.
Good officiating there. They were right there, but would have taken the flag. Certainly would have complained about it.
Yeah, he couldn't find it and decided just to call it incomplete, but I think that was a good non-call.
I agree.
But what it does bring up is a big 4th down play again.
Another one on this drive. Blue Devils 3 of 3 on this football game on 4th down. They find themselves at the Pioneer 33-yard line at right hash, going left to right. I backfield. Kyle Jackson's on the near side. Angel Began in the open side left. Under center is Gray. Snap. They give it to Dandini. And Dandini forward he goes. Gets some room. Gets away from a defender. Crosses the 25-yard line. And dragged down at the 22. It's a Blue Devil 1st down on a gain of a lot.
Runs over 2 Pioneer defenders there, and they turn around and look at the boss, try to get the license plate.
Needed 1, got 11, did Dandini for a Blue Devil 1st down and 10 at the Pioneer 23, and the march continues from left to right. 4:50 to play here in the 4th, chasing at 35-24 on 1st down. Gray's back to pass in the gun. Tucks, runs straight up the center of the field, leads into a defender right around the 15, maybe the 16-yard line. It'll go for about a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Clock continued to tick. 4:30 left in the game. Blue Devils showing a little more sense of urgency here up to the line.
They give them 6, 2nd and 4. They need to move the football to the Pioneer 14-yard line, make it the 13-yard line for a 1st down. They find themselves at right hash at the 16. Shotgun, 4 receivers in the formation, the snap. Gray back to pass, got a little chip, pass deflected, and ultimately incomplete. It was a batted football through the line. They've been going on all night long as the Pioneers have gotten good push up front through that ailing Blue Devil offensive line.
I didn't see who got their hand on that, but, the Pioneers doing a good job of rushing with their hands up, making it tough for Noah Gray to see his receivers batting down those balls in the passing lanes.
And another Blue Devil down on the field.
Looks like one of the linemen. 64.
64 is
that would be Michael Burson.
Yeah.
Mike Burson.
Mike Burson, and Mike Burson is in at that right tackle spot, or has been in at that right tackle spot for Eddie Cudahy, who, again, started the night injured, wasn't able to make a start. I know it's been frustrating him, and guess who's on the field? Eddie Cudahy will be at the right tackle spot, dealing with that ailing ankle.
Playing on adrenaline right now.
No question about it. Here comes 3rd down. 3rd down and about 4 to go. Shotgun formation, 4 receivers evenly split. Gray with Colleen in the backfield to snap. Fake the handoff. Gray keeps it himself. Steps through a defender and another. Spins across the 10-yard line and battles his way down to the 6.
Running right behind Eddie Cudahy, too. Eddie doing a good job.
It's a gain of 14 on the play, and Gray across the 5-yard line at the 2. 1st and goal from make it the 3-yard line.
Nice job by Noah battling. Let's give him the 2, Todd.
And here we go, an I formation with Colina, the back man, in the I. Here's the snap. Give it to Dandini. Dandini plows forward. The officials mark him short. Short at about the 1/2-yard line. That's his point of farthest progress.
Get up there and give it to him again. I don't know what you got to worry about.
Under 3.5 minutes playing here in the 4th quarter. 35-24. Blue Devils sideline holding their collective breath.
Either Noah's got to keep this or Dandini's got to plow it in. They need to score on this play.
Under 3:15 to play. Under center. Gray the snap. Gets low. He pushes in on the keeper, and he's in! It's a Blue Devil touchdown. Noah Gray on the quarterback sneak. He's in for 6.
Big 2-point conversion going to be coming up right here, though, Todd. They got to make this a 3-point game, or it's going to be all for naught.
35-30. St. John's with the lead. You are correct, Bill Thomas. This is that perfect time to go for 2 and make it a 3-point football game.
You know, we've seen plenty of points left out there on the field tonight on both sides, and this is where it becomes so important.
The difference between kicking the extra point and going for 2 here, about the same. If you were to kick the extra point, you make it a 4-point ball game, still need a touchdown.
Right.
If you go for 2, convert the 2, you end up in a situation where you only need a field goal. If you don't convert the 2, guess what? You still need a touchdown, doesn't matter.
Right, 4 or 5, the math works out the same.
Keith Jackson shifts in motion. The 2-point conversion attempt, Gray's back to pass. Anthony Dandini is open. The throw, though, just wide. 2-point conversion is no good, and a huge gust of wind brings a pile of fall leaves down on the field as the teams come back up the field. 3:10 to play in the fourth quarter. 35-30. St. John's with the lead. We got more to come. You're listening to Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Bonus coverage for our viewers on Leominster.tv tonight. Todd Robbins, Bill Thomas, Kate Meyer, Bradley Bedard bringing you the pictures. In-tape delay. What a football game this has been, Bill Thomas. And Blue Devils here have a decision. Do you kick it deep, put it on your defense to get the football back, or you try the sneaky onside kick here?
I think there's no question you got to go for the onside kick. As well as Tim Cassidy has ran the Pioneers offense, I don't think you can take that chance of just putting it in his hands.
We welcome you back to historic Doyle Field on this beautiful fall evening here on the K-Zone. Todd Robbins with Bill Thomas and Kate Meyer. 35-30. 3:10 to play here in the fourth quarter. Blue Devils have the football on the tee, 40-yard line at our left.
Hands team on the field for the Pioneers. All
without question.
Up 10 guys up on the line of scrimmage.
And only Sam Goodhue is back patrolling his 25-yard line. Christian Lewis on the approach. Squib kick needs it to go about 10 yards. It is fielded and fallen upon. Looked like 26 on the play. Jake Cusson got on top of the football.
Joe DeVerde, one of those two over there.
And it was right around the 49-yard line. So here we go. First down and 10 for the Pioneers. Their own 49. 3:08 to play in the fourth quarter. Blue Devils with only 2 timeouts. They need a defensive stop, and they need it in a hurry, and they don't have enough timeouts, really, to stop this clock's progress.
Pioneers are 1 first down away from winning this ball game right now, Todd.
You're absolutely right, Bill Thomas. And that first down stands at about the 41-yard line of the Blue Devils as they go right to left. Shotgun, trip, snap, give it to McBrien Nongchu. Nongchu crosses midfield and is dragged down at about the 47. Gain of 3, but more importantly, clock winds under 3 minutes to play here in the fourth.
Wanaquindo in on a big hit there to stop him.
Coach Palazzi talking it over with the near wing official who will be his point of contact for timeouts. 2 timeouts remaining for the Blue Devils here for the remainder of play.
Blue Devils
3 timeouts, so 1:32, 2 fulls.
2 for the Blue Devils, 3 for the Pioneers.
3 for the Pioneers, thank you.
Blue Devils desperate to get the ball back here.
On second down, the snap, Cassidy tried to hand it off. Defense piles him up. Short gain on the play. Third down and a timeout taken by the Blue Devils, Coach Palazzi.
Defense led by Christopher Jackson there, along with help from Justin Kebrew.
2:25 to play here in the fourth quarter. 35-30 St. John's lead. The Devils take the timeout here.
Well, it's coming down to this, Todd, because I don't see the Pioneers going for it on fourth down unless they get within a yard.
No, I would say you have to punch it there.
I think you got to play the field position here. So basically the game's coming down to one play right here for the Blue Devils defense. They got to come up with a play. They expect to get the ball back, have any time left on the clock.
And Kate,
one timeout left.
Sorry, Bill. Kate, the Blue Devil defense has certainly had the answer throughout the year, and they've had some big stops tonight. Notable one was right at the goal line not all that long ago.
Yeah, that goal line stop happened in the third quarter of play with 2:34 to go in the third quarter, but that was the first time the Blue Devils defense has found the solution to this very fast, very quick striking Pioneers offense.
And here we go. Third down, about 7 to go. Shotgun formation for Cassidy. 4 receivers evenly split. Ball is at about the Blue Devil 47, going right to left. Here's the snap. Gave it to Nongchu. Nongchu bounces out. He's got first down yardage and more. Angel Colina makes the tackle across the 35 and down around the 33-yard line. But more importantly, it's a Pioneer first down on a gain of 13.
Nice job by the Pioneers left side of their offensive line there, just controlling the line of scrimmage and allowing Nongchu just to find that hole, gain more than enough, get that first down.
2 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. 35-30.
Clock moving.
Clock continues to move. Pioneers in no sense of a rush, no need to. They've got a 5-point lead. Blue Devils, trailing by 5, may see their season end for the 3rd year in a row on home field. First down and 10. And now a timeout taken by the Pioneers. 1:49 to play here in the fourth quarter.
The play clock, I'm guessing, must have been running down. Otherwise, I don't think they would have wasted a timeout there.
Just a 30-second timeout is the signal.
I mean, even if they took a penalty here, they're not in a position where I don't believe they need to make a first down. Blue Devils can only stop the clock one more time. 40 seconds between plays, 40, 80, that adds up to 2 minutes. My math, Todd, tells me that Pioneers are going to be able to kneel down on that last play, and the Blue Devils are going to be out of timeouts.
You're right, Bill Thomas, and just the one timeout remaining. So here we go. First down and 10. Cassidy with the snap. Got some room. Plows it into the middle of the defense across the 30 at the 29. Gains about 2, maybe 3 on the play. They put him on or about the 30-yard line.
They can run the clock down to about a minute right here.
Yeah, a little under a minute
between plays.
Blue Devils with just the one timeout, powerless. All they can do with the one timeout is sit there and manage when do they want to make that final stop. They would do it after a 3rd down play for sure if the game matriculates that far. We'll see when Cassidy snaps. Snapped it awfully early there. There's a snap, and Cassidy keeps it. Forward he goes across the 30 to about the 28.
And I think
and now the Blue Devils take the timeout on 3rd down.
Cassidy left about 15 seconds on the field there. Uncharacteristic, as smart of a player as he is, that he left those extra 15 seconds there.
And that could make all the difference in the world. It's the last Blue Devil timeout. 1:13 to play here in the fourth quarter. 35-30 is the Pioneer lead right now. Third down and about 7 to go. They need to advance the football to the Blue Devil 23-yard line for a first down. Do the Pioneers. More importantly, though, here, Blue Devils out of timeouts. How are they going to stop the clock? That's the key question.
Well, they can't, really, unless the Pioneers put the ball in the air, which I don't see them doing.
Which means the difference in the game is about 10 seconds, give or take?
Yeah, I think that Cassidy, it's got keeper written all over it. We'll watch the clock run down. They'll have to punt with about 20 seconds left in the game.
Coach Palazzi's diagramming up a play for the offense. Here's a snap. Nongchu with a good run crosses the 25-yard line to about the 23. He's in the neighborhood of a first down, but I think he's going to be shy. 4th down is the indication. 4th down at about 1.5 yards.
Pioneers won't have to snap it if they use the full 40 till there's under 20 seconds left in the game.
And they are now in a situation, Bill Thomas, where they can't punt because they're too close to the Blue Devil end of the field. So now you either run a play and try to get the first down. Meanwhile, Coach Palazzi is over here on the near side. He's drawing up that one play. He knows the season is down to one play, and he's trying to draw up what is that one play that's going to make all the difference.
Well, they have a 75-yard a play in the playbook. We'll have to see if they get to use it.
I'm surprised that he's kind of visible.
Very nonchalant and calm here.
35 seconds remaining in this football game.
But you know he's just tearing up inside. He wants one more shot at this.
So they're going to add 2 seconds to the game clock, which is official. 35 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. 4th down and about 1.5 yards to go.
Leaving this up to his defensive coaches here to get this last stop on 4th down.
And give the offense that one chance. If they convert this first down, the Blue Devil season will be non-playoff next week. Here we go. Here we go. 4th down and about 1 yard. Cassidy the snap. Faked it to Nongchu. Kept it himself. Anthony Dandini with the wrap and tackle, but it does not matter. Check that. It was Connor Skinner. But across the 30 at the 29-yard line. and it's a Pioneer first down. The hugs and the celebration begin. That is a Pioneer first down, and St. John's has won this football game. They will take on Neshoba next week, and there's nothing the Blue Devils can do about it.
Stand here and watch the clock run out. Pioneers do not have to break the huddle. They're running on a 40-second clock here. Not even sure why they're going up to the line of scrimmage other than to stand there. They are going to run one more play.
They snap and make the kneel down. And there it is. The celebration has begun. And the Blue Devils have been eliminated once more on home field. A nice embrace down there on the Doyle Field turf. That was Christian Bernard embracing with Antonio Centrafante. Christian Bernard, of course, of Leominster, plays for St. John's, knows all of these players, played youth football with them. And that's a huge Pioneer victory. 35-30. Eliminating the Blue Devils for the second time in as many years right here at Doyle Field.
Not at the hands of the Pioneers, but Blue Devils are eliminated for the second time. Heartbreaking loss to Fitchburg, 7-0 last year.
Third time.
Third time.
Pioneers 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Second time for St. John's to take them out of the playoffs. And
in the last 3 years.
Third time in 3 years, and all of them home games for the Blue Devils.
You know, you battle for that home field advantage, and has been paying off here in the playoffs for the Blue Devils. And I'm curious on if we'll be on the road next week. Blue Devils had that extra home game here. They might put them on the road to go play Marlboro in Marlboro, I'm guessing.
That's entirely possible as well, and we'll have all that information for you as the week continues. Marlboro, I really hate this playoff system now. I have never done this before.
Marlboro was on the road at Neshoba over in Bolton, so I think they'll probably give Marlboro the home game next week, and we're going to have to travel, wrap the season up, and look forward to Thanksgiving.
I guess, I was going to say, who's going to be the first one to say it? The Blue Devils season now comes down to a Thanksgiving football game at Fitchburg, Thursday, November 26th, the 134th meeting of Leominster and Fitchburg, and the 110th on Thanksgiving Day.
And we'll be on the roof, and I can only
at Crocker
hope,
Field.
Can only hope that this weather hangs around for another 3 weeks.
St. John's a winner tonight, 35-30 here at historic Doyle Field. We've got more to come. I want to thank those of you joining us on Leominster TV and replay tonight. Bradley Bedard, great work out there at historic Doyle Field. And by the way, in the meantime, we will continue on live on the K-Zone. Post-game show is next. We've got a whole lot more to come. You're listening to Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ.